Smack 'em a gob, everybody. It is I, Dr. Fuck, from Thrash or Die and Combat and Louisville Slaughter. Let me think, what other bands were I in? Rip Jaw and Your Mother's Panties. And with me is,
From Blood Sausage and Eddie and the Boozers, it's oh yeah, the Ayatollah Alcoholic and Wadley Wadzilla. What's up, baby? How you doing?
I'm doing all right, man. How you doing?
Oh, not too shabby, man. It's finally shit settling down over here with my fucking remodel. Had a great time with Chris Senzak and Michelle Senzak. Lot of fun, man. We had a really good time. But ready to get back to the show, man, and doing our thing. And man, since what's going on here? You got port phone call? Since our last show, you've been to some concerts, man.
Yeah, I've
And
been to two concerts.
okay, and one I was very interested in because before I saw your report, I saw another person's review of the show. And I watched that one first. I was like, I want to see how this
You,
coincides with
hey,
what
hey,
Ralph.
look, wait. You watch mine first. Forget what anybody else does. See, here's the difference between and everybody else. Everybody else is gonna give you like the bullshit. Oh, I don't want no haters on my page. I'm gonna do a nice review and make it sparkly and fucking shiny, right? You look at mine, you get the real deal. I'll tell you how it really goes.
Well, well, here's the thing. This person posted their episode before you. That's why I watched theirs first. But
Yeah,
I was interested to see uh, any similarities or stuff. And surprisingly, both of you were almost, it was almost identical in your views on the show and what happened. So I was like, okay, I guess that's pretty much how it was. But let's talk about it because you saw not only Triumph, but you also went to see Y&T.
YT and Madam X.
Oh, and Madam X. Okay.
Yeah,
How was
Madam
that?
X open. You know, I'll tell you, like even before they came on, the opening band was a band called Shot of Poison, where they only did Poison songs, right? I never physically saw them, but I heard them while there's a lot of friends I met
Yeah.
up with at the show. I saw Lawyer. Oh, you don't know Lawyer John. I saw Ruben. I saw a bunch of people. A
Love that
bunch.
guy.
Anyway, while I'm hanging out with all the people, I'm hearing Shot of Poison in the background, right? And song after song. I'm like, man, I know that. I know. Dude, they were up there for a long fucking time. And then I said, you know what? Poison had a whole lot of hits, man. They've been up there a while, and I know every goddamn song they played. Every goddamn awful song they played. I remember when they
Right.
started playing Your Mama Don't Dance and Your Daddy Don't Rock and Roll. I looked at my friend, I go, you know what, man? I gotta tell you, the 70s were the shit. It was very rare you'd find something shitty in the 70s. You know what was shitty in the 70s? Your mother don't dance and your daddy don't rock. That was a shitty 70s song. A very,
Get out of the car, long hair.
very rare song. And what does Poison do? Cover it. And not only Poison, but then Shot of Poison covered it. So
A
so
cover of a cover of a cover.
And then they just kept going on and on. And then they started doing that song, Give me something to believe in. And I go
Oh God.
and I go to my friend, I go, look, what the, why would they close with this song? It's like a ballad. They have no more hits, you know? Oh, sure enough, they did. They closed the show with nothing but a good time. I forgot about that one. I was like,
Oh
oh
God.
yeah, that's that one, man. Oh my God. Poison's got a lot of. All right, let me see if I remember. Talk dirty to me. I want action. Something to believe in. Unskinny bop. Ride the wind. Uh,
Fallen Angel.
Fallen angels. Another one. Believe me, there was a few more. Talk dirty to me. Did I say that one?
I think so.
They did that. They did I Won't Forget You, that one. And it's funny when they were playing, I was with Ruben, and Ruben goes, it's funny, I forgot about this song. It's called I Won't Forget You. I go, right? I forgot about it too.
So were they dressed up like Poison too?
I never saw them. Ever
Really?
saw them. I didn't look.
What were you like out on the smoking deck or something, or
The way that place is, if you don't leave the t-shirt area, it's all the stands are in front of your face. You can't see.
Oh, okay.
In order to see a stage, you have to go around and walk over there. And after they were done, I walked all the way up front to see Madam X.
Okay.
And
I would think if you're a Poison tribute band, you gotta like dress like chicks.
Let me tell you something, and I am impressed. I will say I am impressed. Shot of Poison played those songs just as shitty as Poison does. Not worse, not better. They were right there in the suck. They really captured that suck essence of Poison to a T. Seriously, I thought if you didn't go, you'd think that was Poison playing. They were perfect. They were a perfect cover band, to shitty music, but anyway. So
and then Madam X was on.
Madam X was amazing. Madam X, they got a new album coming out, and they played a song off it that was fucking shreddy. I was like, God damn, I can't wait to get that new record. But they mostly played songs from the 1984 We Reserve the Right to Rock, an album, Ian, I would say that you would have fucking loved when you were a kid, and you would fucking hate now. Because it's so ultra cheesy, but it's awesome. I love it. Songs like,
I'll look it up.
Does the cat got your tongue? Pussy cat got your tongue. Does the cat got your tongue? I love that song. They have another song that goes, come on, come on, we're gonna have a ball. We're gonna have a ball right now. Fuck yeah, that's 80s cheese to a T. Love it. And boy, what happened to Roxy? Remember that? The drummer of Madam X is the drummer of Vixen. What happened to her? She was never that hot before. Look at her now. She's like the hottest cougar ever. And it's like, boy, you didn't look that way when you're young. Usually it's the opposite, right? You think when you're young, they're hot. When they're older, no.
Yeah, and she's like in her 60s now.
She's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Beautiful. She's a beautiful girl. But anyway, they were awesome. Kicked ass. Now, they were doing a meet and greet. And the thing is, Madam X did a meet and greet the last time, and I met him, and I got all my shit signed, took pictures with him. This time, I was so up front, all the way up front, that I didn't want to lose my spot. So I said, fuck it. I met him already. So I stayed all the way up front there for Y&T. And I got to tell you, during Y&T, during like the first song, this girl tapped me. She's like, hey, excuse me. Can you let her in? And it was a girl in a wheelchair to stand in my spot. And of course, oh yeah, sure, So I moved back. So a girl in my wheelchair. Dude, this girl knew every goddamn word to every song they played. It was amazing. Not only her, but there was a couple other skranky 40-year-old chicks that knew those songs. I was like, man, a lot of chicks know Y&T. Now you got to remember, this is the Monster Rock cruise where it's all people from different states coming in. There ain't no chick in Florida, no fucking Y&T. But they were awesome. They played really long, a really, really long time.
Did they play Dirty Girl?
They played Dirty Girl. They usually play in the beginning of the set. It was before the encore. It was weird. They played it way late in the set. Yeah. Yeah, they played.
Did they do Summertime Girls?
Unfortunately, they did.
Man, because I heard Manichetti don't even like that fucking song.
Well, he didn't really say he doesn't like it. He just thought it was a bad representation of the band. And they never play it. So, every time I've seen Y&T, I've never seen him play that song. Unfortunately, they did this time.
I kind of get it, though, because they are known for that. And, a band of their stature at this age, I can kind of, I ain't gonna judge them for playing it, but man, I never liked that song.
It's not.
Did they play?
It sounded better live.
Did they play Contagious?
Yeah, that unfortunately too they played.
Oh, I love me
That
some
was like,
Contagious.
that was like the third song. I was like, but I have seen them play that before. Yeah, I don't like
Uh,
that Bon Jovi. That shit is That shit is You Give Love a Bad Name. That riff, it's the same
yeah.
thing. It's a total blatant ripoff of Bon Jovi.
I like it better than the Bon Jovi song.
Well, it's the same shit. They
That's the one
improved.
like that. That's the first Y&T song I heard.
You know that Y&T song did to you what Alice Cooper did to me with Cold Machine off Brutal Planet. A total ripoff of Beautiful People, but made it
Yeah,
better, you know?
yeah,
So that's how
yeah,
you feel about Y&T. Y&T made that Bon Phony song better, you know?
yeah. Well,
It's
that's
okay
awesome, man.
live. It's okay live. It's not bad. I mean, just to see Dave shredded up, man, during everyone, even the crappy songs. But I gotta tell you, sometimes Girls sounded better live. It had a little more grit to it. It didn't have that cheesy '80s sound to it. It was pretty good.
Yeah. Well, that's cool, man. I'm glad the crowd got into it and
Oh yeah,
shit.
and you know it's their 50th anniversary of the first album,
Nice.
so they played Earth.
When they were yesterday and today.
Yeah, they played the song Earthshaker from that one. And he announced it. He said, "Hey, you know, last time we were here it was our 50th anniversary. Well, now it's the 50th anniversary of the first album." So,
Nice.
yeah, they smoked it, man. I mean, you know, it's legendary shit.
How
Legendary.
was how was the band? Because Maniketti's the only like
Yeah, no, the whole band is tight as fuck. They're great. They're amazing.
nice,
They're fucking amazing.
nice.
And,
Well, after that,
and there's a song. There's a song off Earthshaker called "Squeeze" that the late bass player, the great late Phil from
Hayes.
yeah, no, that's the drummer.
Oh, was it?
He sang a song called "Squeeze" off Earthshaker. Well, they played it, and the bass player
Oh,
for them now sang it, and
oh, nice.
he did a fine job.
What is it? Leonard Hayes was the drummer.
Leonard Hayes was the drummer, and God damn it, why am I having a fart with his name? Kenneth. Let me grab the album. Kenneth.
All right.
I'm having a brain for it. Keep talking. It's going to take me a while.
All right. Well, I'm glad you went and saw it. Like, I'd go see Y&T. Not a huge fan, but I mean, I would definitely.
Philip Kennemore.
Yeah, Kennemore. Yeah,
And also Joey Alves. He died too.
yeah, and they're all dead.
And
All the original guys.
and I'm happy to announce Dave Meniketti is cancer free.
Nice,
He beat cancer.
nice, and the motherfucker moved to Italy.
Yeah, he did.
I saw a post he made. Good for him, man. Good. I guess he moved to like the town in Italy where his ancestors are from and shit. That's pretty fucking cool.
Well,
You know?
I also read this in an article that he moved to Italy because he found out Ian Wadley was living in America, and he didn't like that. He didn't like that Ian Wadley said he sang like Sammy Hagar.
Yeah, shit happens. Stop singing like Sammy.
It's all your fault.
But I still like Meniketti better than Sammy Hagar. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, well, dude, I still like Hitler more than Sammy Hagar.
I think the Jews like Hitler better than Sammy Hagar.
And believe me and the Jews hate Hitler. We hate him. Don't get it twisted. Let's cut the deck, then shit the bed, because we fucking hate Hitler, but we just hate Sammy more.
Understandable. All right. Well, besides that, you went to one that's very like a lot of people are talking about, excited, and you got to see. Was it the first or the second show that you saw? Second show. Okay. Well, you saw Triumph. Well, what's being paraded out there is Triumph, and pretty much like I saw this other guy's review. I wish I could give the guy credit. I don't know. But he went to the same show that you did and pretty much it was like note for note what you guys said about it. And just talk about it. Talk about what you liked, what you didn't like.
There was nothing I didn't like. The things that I wish wouldn't happen, it's out of their control. They're old. You know?
Right.
Oh wait, there is one thing I fucking hated. They played goddamn Rocky Mountain Way. Boy, do I hate that fucking song. I hate that Joe Walsh song. To me, Joe Walsh is only In the City and The Confessor. Fuck
Right.
everything else I've heard from Joe Walsh. I don't like Funk Number 9. I don't like James Gang. I don't like that. And I fucking hate Rocky Mountain Way. And every time I play Rock and Roll Machine, I skip Rocky Mountain Way because it's a shitty cover. Well, it's not a shitty cover. It's a shitty cover. It's a shitty song they cover, and they ain't making no better. You
Do you
know?
like Life's Been Good to Me?
No, I don't.
Wow. Okay.
But I will say that's not a song I actually hate, like Rocky Mountain Way.
Okay.
Yeah, bum 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 bum.
Love that. I mean, I never need to hear it again, but
That's
you
a cool
know,
riff, though. I will say that. That's cool. That part's cool. But yeah, the rest of it with the whole wankery, I don't know. But whatever. Fuck Joe Walsh. Seriously. I know he's beloved and everything, but fuck him. And while we're at it, fuck fucking Bob Marley too. That fucking dead Rastafarian prick. Fuck reggae.
damn.
But anyway, all right. So of course Rick can't hit the notes,
Yeah.
but Gil can. You know, Gil
Yeah.
sang his songs. Then why couldn't he sing Allied Forces? Not only didn't he sing Allied Forces, he left the goddamn stage. That
What?
Brad Fitz played the drums and the
Brett Fitz. Yeah.
bass player sang it. Allied Forces.
Wow, he left the stage. I heard one thing you didn't mention that I saw in the other review. The guy said that Gil came out front and seemed kind of like weird, like he didn't know how to. When he came
Yeah.
out front, it's like he doesn't know how to do it without drumming, kind of thing. Do you agree with that?
100%. 100%.
Okay.
He seemed kind of awkward on stage. He didn't have the rock star persona. It was very. Oh, it was just not. It wasn't awkward. It wasn't Gary Sharon. You know.
Yeah.
It wasn't none of those bad. It was just like fucking. You get anybody out of the crowd to go up there and sing. You know. He didn't have that posture. He didn't have that.
Right.
You know. He wasn't. It wasn't a frontman thing. And what was ironic about it was after he did the first song, the bass player said, "Oh, look, greatest frontman ever." He didn't know it till now. Now that he's taking center stage,
Oh God.
I'm like, greatest frontman ever. The fuck? Is what? You've only seen Sammy Hagar live?
But would you say? Would you compare it to like seeing David Lee Roth now, where you know it's not going to sound great, but it's still like the experience of it is still worth it, you know, kind of thing. And that's how I kind of feel about Dave. I know I'm not going to get like a fantastic vocal show, but Dave is just so charismatic, it carries it. Was it still worth it to go and to hear these Triumph classics live?
Yes, it was. It was totally worth it.
Okay.
I don't regret going at all. And now, but you know, you got to remember, I'm a guy that saw Triumph
Right.
3, 4 times in the '80s, so I know
Right.
what they were capable of. And it's sad how they can't do it no more. Like Rick cannot sing like that no more. And let me tell you, the first half of the show, he played kind of rusty. He wasn't playing that good. And I was
Yeah.
like, that's not my Rick Hammett. But by the
Yeah.
time Rock and Roll Machine came in, from Rock and Roll Machine to the end of the show, it was old Rick. He was back. But Phil X did some solos too during some song. Great player, great singer. That
Yeah.
other guy, that bass player, he plays with Slash. He's the guy that sings for Bruce Kulick's band.
Yeah.
He's great. He's awesome. He's awesome.
Yeah.
But you know what? He didn't sing on those Triumph albums.
Yeah.
You know, like I see so many people online praise these Bruce Kulick shows, how amazing they are because they throw out these deep cuts and they always have to point at the guy. And that singer, man, singing all those high-pitched Paul Stanley songs perfectly. And I go, yes, he's awesome. But guess what? He's not Paul Stanley. You know what I'm saying? You're seeing a tribute. I don't know. People these days look at tributes like they're the real deal. Crazy. Because Bruce Kulick's up there. But Bruce Kulick's hair isn't up there anymore.
He's got the bandana.
Yeah.
But no, I'm glad you went, and I'm glad you enjoyed it.
I went with my brother, and
how's he doing?
He's doing great.
Angry as ever?
No, he's a little better now. He didn't know, and something we didn't bring up. April Wine opened, and he didn't know that. He's like, "What? I love April Wine." I go, "Yeah," but April Wine, it was only the guitar player left.
Right.
Nice seeing them play High Roller and sign a Gypsy Queen. Seeing the guy do the solos, that was cool. Band was good. They played it well, but it wasn't April Wine. Just like it really wasn't Triumph, And I can accept Triumph without Mike Levine. You got another bass player.
That had to be weird even visually, though, to not have Mike Levine out there.
It is, because that guy kind of was the face of Triumph back in the day.
Yeah, and he's got a look, you know what I mean?
And he did all the press back in the day. He was always kind of like the face of the band.
Right. I hope he makes it for more shows. I know they're saying possibility of certain shows, and they haven't come straight out.
He hasn't played any show yet.
Right. No, but what I'm saying, they're saying that at select shows, his health, allowing, he will be there. And they haven't announced what his ailment is or what it is. I hope he does, just for the Triumph fans.
They announced it on stage. Well, they didn't announce what it was, but they said, hopefully, they brought him up, and they even had pictures of him in the back. Mike Levine, he's not doing well. Let's hope he gets better, and that's all they said. Getting old sucks, man. I'm telling you, getting old sucks. Not only for, us. I mean, for me, knock on wood, I've been doing pretty good for the past 8 months or so, but fuck, have I gone in and out of the hospital for a bunch of shit to do with age. I was lucky my whole life. I've never been in the hospital till I was 48 years old. That was the first time I was ever admitted into a hospital. I've had stitches and little things there and a sprained ankle, but I've never spent a night in the hospital till I was 48 years old. And believe me, after 48, I've been like a dozen times to the hospital. It's gotten fucking ridiculous,
Well, I'll tell you what, as much unprotected gay sex as I've had, I'm surprised I haven't caught age.
I caught age like 30 years ago.
Maybe I'm living with age.
when I was in the band, certain members of my band would goof on me how old I was. They'd make old jokes. Now they're both older than how I was back then, and I can't help but goof on them.
Well, goof on them. I'll be right back. I gotta take a piss. I'll be right back.
Well,
the guitar player.
I gotta carry the conversation now that Ian's gone. So yeah, Toronto's good. I got tickets to go see Devo in August, and they're playing the Fillmore on the beach, which means I can go to my mom's. My mom lives about a mile away from the Fillmore. Park my car at my mom's, go to Devo, walk to Devo, and boy, do I hope they're playing. They're selling those flower pot hats, whatever you call those domes. Ah, man, I would love to buy one of those and have it, and then I'll wear it on my YouTube videos. I'll wear it here on the podcast show, on the Wacky Pod Fluid Rock and Metal Combat podcast show. By the way, Ian's going to bring it up anyway, but I should start bringing it up now. The guy that's writing the book for the podcast, he needs your help. He doesn't have enough contributions from the listener. So if anybody's got some good memories of, or, just say what the podcast means to you, please write it down, send it to me, and I'll send it to him. However you want to do it. And so far it's going good. He interviewed me, and it was a great interview. It was an hour-long interview. He's going to interview Ian. He already reached out to a couple of the old people. One is going to contribute. The other one is not. All right, Ian, I already took care of talking about the book. We need listeners to write.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, the guy's doing great. He's releasing two. He sent me a text today. He's releasing 2 books coming out soon.
Yeah.
And yeah, so there you go. I already took care of that, Ian.
All right, awesome. Yeah, and just so you guys know, there's no new episode next week because I am going to be doing my interview for the book, and I'm excited about this shit, so it's awesome. Yeah, guys, participate if you can, if you want to, because I'd like this book to be just as much about you guys as it is about us.
Especially you Ian fans, the ones that are like, fuck the world. The world sucks. I want everybody to die but me and Ian. Those people I want in the book.
Yes, because negativity sells. All right. All right. Well, let's get into reviews from the last episode that we did.
Ian, I got to read you this. We got a negative review that you can't see. Because on YouTube, if somebody leaves something negative, if you're not logged in, you won't see it. Because
what do you mean if I'm not logged into your account?
Yeah, you won't be able to see it.
Really? God damn it, YouTube! I should be able to read that shit.
The thing is, I have to approve it. But
you didn't approve it?
No, I didn't approve it. I'm going to read it. It's for the Sepultura review of Beneath Remains versus Arise. His name is Death Metal Head 1.
Okay.
He goes, you guys have a combined IQ of 12. So supporting murderous Satanist pedos like Trump and his illegal war killing innocent people. No, I'm not approving that shit, dude. That's one of those war political faggots. I ain't fucking, I'm sorry.
How did he know I love Trump?
Yeah, that's another thing. He don't know shit about you. He agrees with you, you fucking dumbass. Death metal head. It's more like dumb, stupid head. It's like you're not death metal head. You know what his name is, Ian? Doo-doo head. I got you bad, doo-doo head. Doo-doo head 1.
Is that all he said, or is it longer?
That's it.
Oh wow. That's great. You gotta let shit like that in there, man. That's entertaining to read.
We have the combined IQ of 12. I call 4 of those 12. Ian's got the rest. Ian's a tick smarter than me. That dumb fuck is smarter than me.
I didn't know we got 12. I'm like, that's a pretty high score, right?
Yeah. Well, I give you all the credit for that one. Dumbass.
I went to community college for a semester. All right. Well, here's some awesome feedback from our last episode that we did with the great Chris Sinzak from our Alice Cooper Welcome to My Nightmare versus Go to Hell. Let's see here. Let me get these newest first. Craig's Vinyl Heaven says, if Lee Gersman is still alive, it would be entertaining to have him back on the show.
Oh, Lee Gersman's alive and well.
Yeah,
he's alive. I don't know about well.
I love that take, though, because Lee is a very people either love him or hate him. Every time we have him on, some people are very happy. Some people are like, what the fuck? We love Lee. He is an odd bird, and we love him for it.
Awesome. I love him. He's awesome.
Connor Stratton says, funny Ian mentioned Going Home Live. Last time I saw Alice, he did a medley of Second Coming with Going Home. That's fucking awesome. And I saw he just did that. I saw the set list from the latest tour he did, and he did that. They didn't list it as a medley. They listed it as like doing both songs the way I interpret it in their entirety. And I was like, hey, that's fucking awesome. And then he also put a comment, if you know, you know, fuck ALS. Every effort to fight it means the world to me. Of course, you know, for those of you who know Connor, you're part of our Facebook group. You know, unfortunately, Connor lost his father to ALS. What a horrible disease. And man, it's one of those like, why do you always hear like nice people getting it? You know, it's never Sammy Hagar level people get shit like this. It's always like good people that people love and want around. It is horrible, and anything you can do, donate or whatever, you know, fucking yeah, let's get rid of ALS. That's some terrible shit. Danny G.
Hey, Ian, keep beating you and you'll never get it.
Yeah, oh yeah. No, that's the thing. I'm gonna live forever because I'm a fucking asshole. I'm gonna live forever.
You totally are. You know, I gotta bring this up. Somebody brought this up. You don't know him, but there's a guy that listens to our show, and he likes you. He thinks you're funny, but he goes, hey, in some of those episodes, it sounds like you really hate Ian. And I'm like, I don't hate. What do I say ever on the episode to make you think I hate Ian? He goes, well, sometimes he'll say something, and then you have to like try to prove him wrong on some shit. And I go, like what? And I can't remember exactly what example it was, but I said, yeah, but that's wrong that he said it. And he goes, oh yeah, even Ian admitted he was wrong what he said. But still, you keep bringing it up. I go, look, I love Ian. There's stuff about Ian that, yeah, I don't like, but at the same time, it's like, Ian's got to be Ian. And I'm not going to judge him with the things I don't like. Here's the thing I don't like about Ian. And it doesn't matter because Ian's Ian. I hate bands, not fans. Ian hates fans, not bands. Or both.
That's true.
Well, that's fine. It's just it's Ian. Ian's like that. You know, yeah. I don't hate him because of it. But yeah, I don't agree with him on it. That's so what? You know, so yeah, I was telling. But my friend, he just thinks I don't like you.
No, there's a lot of people, like people who either know me or sway towards my side. They're like, he doesn't like you. I'm like, you don't understand Ralph. And they're like, I don't think he likes you.
Yeah.
And then it's funny, even
why would I be here 14 fucking years doing this shit with you?
I know.
You know who I didn't like? I'm not going to get into that. But you, hey, go look at our first episode and go look at us now and see what's missing.
Well, what's funny though,
I'm going to freshen my brain.
I know, I know your sense of humor, so I understand a lot better than some people. But for those of you who don't know, I'm no longer allowed on the Almost Human Live videos, but I'm still in the chat room for whatever reason. And somebody in that, this is a specific chat that people that normally host on Almost Human Live. And they were talking about this person that was talking shit about me. And Ralph goes, well, he's right. But that's Ralph's sense of humor. I get it. It doesn't offend me. And in fact, I will say, ever since we've got back together, we had our brief break and everything. Ever since we got together, this is the best Ralph and I have ever gotten along. I really don't think we've had like any argument or disagreement.
You got to thank my girlfriend for that shit.
Yeah.
By the way, my zipper is fucking closed. There you go. There you go. I can do the show better now. Yeah, my girlfriend's really eliminated that little bitch in me.
Yeah.
I don't get mad anymore about anything. It's like, I mean,
I will.
I get a bill, and that makes me pissed when I get bills.
Yeah. No, I'll back that up because I've known you longer than her, and this is the happiest I've ever seen you. The most, relaxed, and I think just a lot of people don't get your sense of humor or your sense of irony.
Some people are just goddamn stupid. That's what they're just stupid as fuck. Like I'll give you an example, and you know what? I banned her, dude. on the podcast page. And I'm not going to mention who the girl is, but there's this stupid girl that I found out later didn't like me because I would say shit like, oh, you have to say Ralph in front of Ian. And oh, I don't like him because of his ego, his big stupid. You know who I'm talking about, stupid bitch. I found out later she thought this about me. I didn't know at the time because
Oh no.
her boyfriend told me after her and the boyfriend
Oh.
broke up. After her and the boyfriend broke up, the boyfriend
Oh,
told
okay.
me what she felt about me. Well, she left another comment the other day, or one comment, and I noticed the name, and I was like, "Bye," and I deleted her, banned from the. Fuck you. You don't like me. I don't like you. You know.
Maybe I don't know what you're talking about. Tell me after
Well,
the show.
I will.
But yeah, no, I mean,
She's
we
got.
get along just fine.
Yeah, we get along fine, man. I mean, and the fights that we had before, they were warranted. I'm not saying they weren't, but I just don't care anymore, man. I don't give a fuck anymore. The people that don't like me, look, we all know the reason you don't like me is because of you, not me. I've come to realize that. Ever since I've met this girl I'm with now, 4 fucking years without one fucking fight, I realized she grounds me. Where every girl I was with before, they would they would give me shit. They didn't like the fact that I breathed. You know, and then when people online were that way, I was like, oh, fuck all of you. Fuck you. Fuck. Now it's like anybody gives me shit, delete out of my life, and you are no longer in my mental capacity. So, and,
Yeah.
and whatever the fuck Ian has said since we gotten back together, what I don't agree with, all right, I'll give you an example. AIDS Fraley. He said, AIDS Fraley before AIDS Fraley died, by the way, because AIDS Fraley fell and he was about to die.
But you laughed at it though.
Of course I did. But I didn't like it. I laughed at it when he was still alive. After he died, I don't think that's funny at all. But whatever. It's words. It's words. I don't give a fuck. Ian's got to live with that shit. I don't care. And let me tell you something. By Ian saying AIDS Fraley, that motherfucker sleeps like a baby every night. You know what I mean? Doesn't matter to him.
I've been living with AIDS Fraley for years, much like Magic Johnson. You know.
So
Shit
yeah,
happens.
whatever. But I want to bring up one idiot. I'm sorry, but he suffers from a disease. What's that guy's name from Australia that loves Motley Crue?
Oh, TJ James?
Guy's an idiot.
What happened now? I just
You
wished
know,
him happy birthday the other day.
and me too. I wish him happy birthday, and after I wish him happy birthday, he now and then, once in a blue, not all the time, he now and then comes on my YouTube page and leaves like this really gnarly, stupid ass comments. And he even mentioned you in it. The last one, he goes, I'll never understand why you and Ian hate Sammy Hagar. What Sammy Hagar wrote about Eddie in his book is true. What's the problem? So I wrote back. I go, look, number one, if you don't know that Sammy Hagar is full of shit out of all this time, I don't know what to tell you. I don't understand you. And number one, let's say everything he said about Eddie was true. Why air that to the public? Why? Because he's a piece of shit. So for that TJ guy to fucking start with me, and you really, about, well, I don't understand why you bashed on Sammy, and then uses the excuse of what he wrote about Eddie in the book is true, so therefore it's okay. What does he suffer from? What's his ailment? Multiple MS? Is that it?
AIDS. I think it's AIDS.
He's got AIDS in the brain.
Yeah.
Dude, wise up, bro. Look, just fucking leave comments. Don't start with me, man. Why do you want to start with me? And start with me with something so stupid. Like, goddamn, dude. I always complain about people being so stupid that how many people out there say Sammy Hagar is a nice person? It's like, you got to be so stupid to think that, but that's what stupid people think. And this guy's stupid. You're stupid, TJ James. I'm going to, hey, for this show, write Motley Crue and then the rest of it so he'll tune in. Dude, fuck Sammy Hagar and fuck what he wrote about Eddie in his book. And I will continue to fucking make fun of him. And Ian will continue making fun of Sammy even more than me.
Yeah, and the fans are even worse. And there's only two reasons, really. If you break everything down, there's only two reasons I hate Sammy Hagar. It's this ear and this ear. Because my ears fucking work, you fucking piece of shits. You don't have a 12 IQ like Ralph and I.
Yeah, exactly. You like Brandon.
We're smarter. Y'all some fucking Nickelback motherfuckers. Listen, I wish I was like if you accept Sammy Hagar, you just accept everything. I wish every song that came on the radio, I'm like, that's good. That's good. I like that, But
I like
my
Sammy
ears don't
Hagar.
work that way.
Hey, I like Sammy. You know what else I like, Ian? I like First Band on the Moon.
All right, no reason to drag Dick Twatkins into this.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry about that.
All right, well, back to the comments. Danny G, CV8SO says, totally off subject, but I have a genuine question for you lads. What's your opinion on the band, the Cardiacs? Would be mega interested to hear what's your thoughts on this unique ass band. I've never heard of them. Have you ever heard of the Cardiacs?
Nope. Sounds cool though. I like it.
Yeah, I'll check it out.
That's a cool name for a band, the Cardiacs. Like, cardiac arrest. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Scribble says, another goddamn motherfucking killer episode of the RMCP. Right on. Thank you, Scribble.
Scribble's the shit, dude. That guy can bust. How do the kids say it? Scribble can drop bars.
Yeah, he can spit, goddammit.
Spit bars. Spit bars.
Yeah. Music fan 1086 says, hey Ian, what's your take on Motley Crue theater, or what's your take on Theater of Pain by Motley Crue now? I know back on the review you guys did on the album in 2015, you loved the album and you loved every song except Fight for Your Rights. Has the album still aged well with you? Do you still like it, or a few songs at least? When it comes to Theater of Pain, that is a total timeline thing. I can still listen to it, and it transports me to like when I was first getting into shit. I would probably that and Shout would be my favorite Motley Crue records. But whereas with Shout, it's like I love everything but fucking Danger. Theater of Pain, I listen to it and it's different. I don't listen to it because it's great. There's just good memories associated with it, and I laugh when I listen to it. I still like City Boy Blues. And it's more like it transports me to a time than if I listen to it for musical pleasure, if that makes sense. Where, I definitely do that with Shout at the Devil. But I don't have like a hatred for it, even though it's not that good a fucking album. But like, I can't listen to Girls, Girls, Girls at all. I'm like, this is just, everything is fucking terrible, So it's definitely a timeline thing. But still enjoy it, but not for the reasons you would think. ZW4197 goes, never go full Hagar. I love it. He gets it. You never go full Hagar.
Yeah. That dude from Australia went full Hagar, let me tell you.
Yeah. Heavy Metal Farmer. Honestly believe more and more that some kiss tards are actually retarded. Well, you're right.
I agree.
I agree. All right. Neutron Hammer 881 says, great episode as usual, gentlemen. On the topic of albums you guys have never heard, Roz Williams from Christian Death's band Shadow Project covered Dead Babies and Killer. To me, probably the best Alice Cooper cover I've ever heard. Awesome. I'll check it out. Koopy27 says, awesome one. Glad to see Mr. Sinzak. How about a threesome? Number of the Beast versus Sin After Sin versus Strong Arm of the Law. That sounds hard. Modern Day Warrior 2112 says, I thought you were asking to have a threesome at first. Yeah, doing 3 albums, that's too much.
I do.
Okay.
I've been doing those lately.
Oh, have you?
Yeah, some people have donated. Like, what was one I did? I'm trying to think. Destroyer versus Rock and Roll Over versus Love Gun all had the same amount of songs. The first 3 Black Sabbath albums, I did them recently. But I don't know how many times I got to repeat this on the episode. Let us do our show, please. No suggestions.
Oh, one thing
but look, we appreciate you watching. But I get this on my channel as well. People tell me what to do. It's like, dude, you have a channel. Go do it yourself. Don't ask me to do it,
Right.
I don't mean to be a dick or all, but, we might do that one, though. All right, let's do that one. But that's it. Stop asking. We're going to do let's do that one. Let's do that.
That is a solid one, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, they didn't solve them, but that's it. No more suggestions, everybody.
I love these next 2 comments because they both come from Count Ralphus. Count Ralphus says, Dr. Fuck loves Winger now? Oofa. And Modern Day Warrior responded, all tears, laughing. And the funny thing is, I didn't mention this. I finally got the stereo system of my dreams, what I've been waiting for. With all this shit I've been doing with the remodel of my house, my wife's like, God damn, you've done so much work around here. Blah, blah. She goes, all right, for your birthday, she gave me an early birthday present. And I got my amp, I got my center channel, I got my subwoofer, I already had the surrounds and the fronts. Oh, it's so good. I'm playing records on it. My wife goes, okay, now I got a request. She goes, I want to get a vinyl. I was like, okay, what do you want? She goes, I want the first Winger album. So I got Winger coming on translucent green vinyl, 180 gram. That's going to be here tomorrow in the mail. So
that's a good album. But boy, that Purple Haze cover, oofa.
I was just going to say that. Oh my God. Because I really do. Again, that's a fucking timeline. If I never heard that first Winger album, I don't know.
Hey! I heard that first Winger album like 4 or 5 years ago. I didn't listen to it back then. I would never give Winger the time of day back then.
Right.
I liked it,
but like there's a song on there. What is it like? I think it's called "State of Emergency" or something. And it came on my phone just like in a shuffle. And I was listening to it. I was like, God damn, I love this song. But I'm laughing at the same time because I'm, just like with the Theater of Pain, it transports me back to freshman year in high school when that shit came out. And I'm like, if I heard it for the first time today, I don't think I'd like it. But it just, sometimes the music is magical like that where it takes you. And I love that fucking song,
I love the fact that I love everything no matter when it's from. Like I'll give you an example. Winger. I hated Winger back then because I hated 17. I hated the hit. Hated the band. Listen to them now at my old age. That shit's awesome. Where you were like, I love this shit. Now you're like, oh, it's funny that I used to like because I'm all grown up now. See, people will translate that I hate you, Ian, by bringing that up. But I'm only bringing up the truth, man. What am I saying that's not true?
Well, some people would look at that as you were a terrible person before.
Why? Because I didn't like 17. I still don't like 17. Yeah. Now, if the song was called 12, I would have liked it.
That's our IQ.
17's too old.
17's too smart for me. I need a 12.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Well, Count Ralphus didn't just come for you. He came for me.
I think Count Ralphus has another profile. It was that comment we got, that doo-doo head guy. I think that's Count Ralphus. Doo-doo head 1.
Count Ralphus is coming at me. He says, groove is in the heart. Oofa.
That's right. Oh my God. Now, if there's anything to be embarrassed about with youth, I even think that shit's more embarrassing than fucking, what was that? Not Shark Island. What was the name of that stupid kill?
Every mother's nightmare.
It's even more embarrassing than Groove is in the heart. And then had that guy with the little,
Yeah.
right? God, Ian, you are such a fucking lame ass music fan.
I love that song. Love it. Still love it. Still love it.
Wow. Wow. There's a guy that goofs on me with REO Speedwagon.
I will say this. Only song on the album that was worth a shit. Everything else was terrible. Still love Groove is in the Heart.
Oh, really? I'm shocked. Really? The rest of the album wasn't good? I'd figure it was better. Come on.
Yeah.
For anybody that does the song Groove in the Heart, you know they're not equipped to write any good songs.
Including you're gonna tell me you don't like Buffalo Stance. Jesus.
That shit's horrible too. That was that stupid critic darling girl, right? That nobody gave a fuck about. Yeah, after an album she disappeared. Well, wasn't she like the best artist at the Grammys and all that bullshit? That's Rolling Stone fucking garbage. That's trying to throw like Missy Elliott and shit like that. Yeah, they're shoving it down our throat. This is supposed to be, and it didn't really do shit. Fuck her.
It's my truth.
Buffalo Stance. What a horrible song. In the video, she's like in the middle of the song, she's going, right? Right? Do I remember that?
What's he like anyway?
Did you like that one? Were you?
I love Buffalo Stance.
Fucking A, bro. You really are a queer.
Just like AIDS Fraley. All right. Let's go to the news, shall we? Judas Priest, Richie Faulkner defends bands who tour without the classic lineups. If people don't want to go see them, don't go.
Oh, that's funny. Him of all people saying that. Really? You feel that way? I want to, I'd like to see Steven Tyler say that. Come on, give me a break, man. You're in a band that you're not KK or Glenn. I'm sorry. I know a lot of newer fans look at Faulkner as like some kind of fucking savior. Bro, he's great and all, but he ain't KK and Tipton. What those two created, go listen to the song Scream for Vengeance and tell me that he's done anything even remotely as kick-ass as what Glenn and KK did in that song. And plus, Faulkner is only playing by himself now. He's like David Ellefson on guitar on the fucking albums, Oh, yeah, sure, Glenn Tipton's contributing. Yeah, right.
Yeah, I do love some Richie Faulkner. I agree, though. I don't feel bad for anybody, and especially with metal, because metal fans are different. Metal fans should be invested. If you show up at some fucking show to see a band and you don't know it's a different fucking lineup, then shame on you. Then what the fuck happened to you? I mean, pay attention, motherfuckers.
Well, if they don't know it's a different lineup, then they never knew the lineups.
Right. Well, it's the same thing with Kiss. Look how many fucking Kiss tards show up thinking they saw Peter Criss and Paul Stanley, when it was Thayer. It's like I don't feel sorry for you. If you don't like it, don't go. I agree.
You just said Peter Criss and Paul Stanley. It's actually Peter Criss, Paul Stanley, and Ace Frehley, because that wasn't Paul Stanley either.
Exactly. Ace Frehley died of AIDS years ago. But yeah,
Paul's voice died of AIDS too.
Oof. Yeah, it did. But yeah, it's
my balls were scratched. My balls are itchy.
Well, put some shoes on. They wouldn't itch. You bald.
Barefoot I am the barefoot podcaster.
Here's something I didn't even think about this, but now it kind of bothered me. But it didn't bother this guy. Gus G said he wasn't bothered by the fact that he wasn't invited to perform at Ozzy's final concert. He says, "I realized I probably wasn't needed there." And I got to say, for me, I was not a big fan of Gus G. And by saying that, I'm not a fan of the albums, he played on and shit like that. But I think all the surviving Ozzy guitar players should have been invited there. And I didn't even think about that, but it's like, Brad Gillis should have been there. Even Joe fucking Holmes should have been there. I think in some capacity. Like all the guys who took the mantle as the lead for Ozzy, I think should have been invited. I just think it's the right thing to do, but you can never ask for the right thing to do from fucking Sharon Osbourne. But yeah, I mean, to me, like sonically, would it made a difference if Gus G was there? Even his name offends me. But hey, he played with fucking Ozzy. I think he should have been there.
What a great guy. What he just said there. And I met him. I met Gus G. It was a freaky thing. I would record at the studio. My friend D-Man, he owned it. He was a friend of mine. And Gus G and Firewind went there and rehearsed because they were playing a cruise.
Yeah.
And D-Man told me, hey, man, Gus G's going to be here with Firewind. Oh, dude, I'm going. I went. I watched them rehearse. Man, Gus G couldn't have been a nicer guy. What a
awesome.
sweet, sweet man. So was the rest of them. But the rest of them didn't speak English. But Gus G, what a nice guy. And look at what he says there. Now, that's class. Yeah,
I agree.
And you know what? He's right. They didn't need him there. They really didn't. His appearance, as well as Joel, Brad Gillis, on the other hand, would have been a bigger name as far as the folklore of Ozzy. Brad Gillis should have been there. I can understand Joe Holmes and Gus G not, but Brad Gillis, he should have been there, I think.
Yeah. Well, okay. There you go. Ex-Wasp guitarist Chris Holmes, who canceled his May 2026 tour, turns out it's due to a minor prostate issue. I hope he gets better, man. Pull Blackie out your ass.
I loved Chris Holmes. You know what pissed me off last year on the cruise? I didn't go to the pre-cruise show, and he was there. He wasn't playing. He was just there hanging out, taking pictures of everybody. I was like, because the lineup last year was lame as fuck. But if I would have known he was going to be there, I would have went just to meet Chris Holmes, because he is one mean motherfucking man.
Well, I love that he's a fucking survivor. Like, he's somebody that people would have like bet years ago, especially post fucking, what was the movie? Decline of Western Civilization Part 2, like, oh, he's gonna die. He's been sober for a number of years now. And he's still doing his thing, and I think that's like the coolest thing ever. Is like, he's just a survivor, man. He's still out there playing music. Yeah, he moved to fucking Europe and shit, whatever. But he's still.
I love why he moved to Europe. You heard that story? Why he did
it? Oh yeah, about how he hated the fucking American music scene.
No, it was all because of hip hop. That's what it was.
Yeah, but I mean, there's a lot of factors. It's like the same thing. Like, all these '80s musicians, they all live in Nashville now. It's not because everybody loves Nashville. It's because they can't afford fucking California. When you don't sell records anymore, you can't afford to live there. But it is cheaper to live over there. But still, just the fact that Chris Holmes is still alive and still doing music, he's got the new band with the guys from fucking Tesla and shit like that. I think it's great, man. I was listening. Some Wasp came on my fucking phone the other day, and I'm listening. I was like, God damn. Wasp without Chris Holmes and Brandy Piper really sucks for the most part.
To me, without fucking Tony Richards.
Yeah.
The original lineup's the best.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you're even more extreme than me. I'll tell you what, I love that first album, but I do love some Steve Riley. And I love fucking, the third and fourth album too. But man, to me, there's nothing like those first two. But I said this before in the past. I always used to think that Last Command was my favorite, but nah, it's the first one.
Last Command, half-half. Last Command really disappointed me. I ran out, bought that. I was so excited to hear it. When I brought it home, I was like, "Wow, half this shit sucks. Half is good, but half."
Yeah, I wouldn't go that far. I mean, I like it more than you.
I'll go that far, man. The title track sucks. Prize in the Night
Oh,
sucks. Um,
I love it.
Running Wild in the Streets sucks. Fistful of Diamonds sucks. The rest is
Uh,
good, especially Widowmaker. That's the best song.
okay, those opinions were brought to you by Ralph Vieira.
That's right. An old school Wasp fan that bought the first album before Last Command came out. Thank you.
All right. Well, good news. Skid Row is pretty focused on a couple of guys in their ongoing singer search. We're taking our time. Nobody gives a shit. Man, did you hear about all this drama with Sebastian Bach on the Monsters of Rock cruise?
Yeah. And people wonder why they don't want him back.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
what I was thinking
it
too.
wasn't only the Danger guy. He got in a fight with Stevie Rochelle too.
Yep.
Two
Yep.
people. It's like, and he did it in front of his kids, in front of his wife, while he was drunk.
Yeah.
And people wonder why. People actually blame Skid Row. Well, hey, maybe it's Skid Row since they go through so many singers. Maybe it's them. No. And let me tell you something. I have championed Skid Row all this time. This whole thing with the new singer search, I'm not excited about it at all. I'm kind of like what you're saying. Nobody gives I kind of don't give a fuck. I'll see when I hear the singer. If he's good, okay. But to me, it's kind of like, dude, you ain't going to find another Eric Gronwall. I really don't think so. Whoever they're going to get is not going to be Eric Gronwall. And Eric Gronwall, I heard 2 songs now from his new solo album. That shit sucked too. It's like, fuck, man.
Yeah, it's a tough situation because, like, you know, Sebastian didn't write fucking shit. You know, they wrote all the songs. You know, he sang it. But nobody gives a fuck if it's not with Sebastian. But then you can't fault Skid Row because Sebastian constantly, there's all these stories about what a fucking prick he is, you know.
Yeah,
so
no, but here's the reality check, because here where I have to ask Ian to all right, you just did your little fantasy speech. Now I'm going to give you the reality. The reality is Sebastian Bach plays the same venues that Skid Row plays. They both bring in the same amount of people. If Sebastian joins Skid Row again, they'll still be playing the same venues. Nobody gives a fuck if Sebastian joins Skid Row again. It won't. Nobody will give a fuck. You think so, but they're going to bring in the same amount of people. You're the one saying if Skid Row comes and plays Seattle, you ain't going, dude. So all these people that don't give a fuck, they won't go see Skid Row if Sebastian joined them again anyway. So my point is, in today's music world, they don't need Sebastian Bach. Sebastian Bach don't need them. They will play to the same amount of people. People do give a fuck, but in a very small capacity on both sides. I don't think Sebastian Bach can bring in more people than Skid Row and vice versa, because I've seen them both. And both of them bring in the same amount of people. That's my experience.
Dangerous Toys is better than both of them anyway. So
hey, I may not agree, but that's your opinion.
All right, here's something. I saw this story. I definitely want to ask you about this. Chris Caffrey believes Reform Sabotage will eventually play some U.S. shows. He says, I just don't know exactly when or how. So this is kind of like the Skid Row thing. Do you care about seeing Sabotage without John Oliva?
No, but I would go see it if it's less than 90 minutes away.
Okay, this guy?
I don't care. No.
Is this guy who's singing with them? It's Zach something. Is he the guy?
Hey, yeah, Zach's great. But even if they bring back John Oliva, dude, there's no Chris Oliva. That Chris Oliva and John Oliva, both. It's like going to see Van Halen without one of the brothers. All right, that's how I feel. If Alex Van Halen comes down here and does some Eddie Van Halen shit, I'll go. But it ain't what I want to see. But I can't see Eddie anymore. And I can't see Chris anymore. And boy, am I lucky that I got to see the very last Chris Oliva show. I talked to the guy 2 days before his death, And it was the weirdest thing because I've met Chris Oliva before, and he's always been very Randy Rhodes-ish, like laid back, quiet. And on stage, he's up. It's nothing but business. The last night I met him, he was animated, in a good mood, and even on stage, he even grabbed the mic at the end. Thanks for coming back, and it was wild. And I'll never forget. 2 days after that show, I'm laying in bed watching Simpson, 91 maybe, and my friend called me, dude. Chris Oliva died. I was like, what are you talking about? It was my friend Carlos that me and him went together to that show. He said he died in a car accident on his way home. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't fucking believe it. It shocked the hell out of me. I couldn't watch The Simpsons after that. I was like, what I did was I went and grabbed Sirens, and I played Sirens that night. And one of the greatest. And the last time when I met him, I go to him, Chris, I know you've probably heard this before. No, that's not how I said it to him. I said, Chris, I know you ain't gonna believe me because I'm meeting you, but I really do feel you're one of the greatest, if not the most underrated guitarists with Frank Marino. That's what I said to him. And then he said to me, yeah, you're just saying that because you're meeting me. And then he tapped me, thanks, man. He was like jovial. It was weird. He wasn't shaven. He didn't have a beard, but he had the fucking, he looked like he hasn't shaven several days. Never seen him. He's always been clean shaven. It was just odd. It was an odd experience meeting him. And then finding out he died 2 days later was quite shocking. And yeah, man, you can bring in your Skolnicks and the dude that was in Widowmaker. It ain't Chris Oliva. Chris Oliva will smoke Skolnick badly.
Well, they got what is it, Caffrey, the other guitar player.
He's been on Almost Human Live. Yeah, and what's his face?
Johnny Lee Middleton, the bass player.
And the guitar player is Al Pitrelli.
Al Pitrelli. Yeah, Al Pitrelli. They got a different drummer. My thing with them, and granted, the reason I asked you is I'm not the Savatage fan you are, but much like Skid Row, which you're a bigger Skid Row fan than I am. The thing that stood out to me about Savatage more so than the guitar player was John Oliva, his voice, so it's like, without his voice, I have zero interest. And that's the same way I am with Skid Row, but you're a bigger fan of the band. So that's why I was asking, and with you, it's different. You're more about the guitar player, without him, you lose a lot.
I mean, I do love John more than Zach. I love John more than anything they've ever had. But
right. Is Zach the guy that replaced Chris originally? Okay. Yeah. That's what I didn't know if he was like a brand new guy or if he was the guy who came in after.
They've only had two singers, though I did see him with another singer, but that guy never sang on other albums. When I saw their last album, Poets, Bad Men, something like that.
Yeah.
They played a show with some unknown dude singing, and he was all right. He was okay, but he wasn't as good as Zach or John, but it was okay. It was all right. But I mean, dude, when I saw Savatage, even before Zach, like the last time I saw him with John Oliva was the Streets album, but every time I've seen him with John Oliva, those were the best Savatage shows. Everything after it became a little more Triberian orchestra shit. They were straying away from the metal and getting more into that. And then, toward the end of the show, they'll throw you Sirens and Mountain King, but, to me, it's all about fucking Dungeons Are Calling, Sirens, Power of the Night, and Hall of Mountain King. That right there, that is the fucking Savatage I worship. I like some of Gutter Ballet. I love some of Streets and everything that came after. I love some of it. I'm not saying they were horrible records, but dude, that early shit, it's kind of like Motorhead. It's like I like a lot of Motorhead after Fast Eddie, but boy, those Fast Eddie albums, that's the Motorhead albums. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. No, I agree. All right. Well, just turns out Scorpions canceled their tour of India. And it kind of begs the question, man. You know, you got Kloss is like 77 now.
Fuck.
Do you think it's time? Like, should they just hang it up, or do you think keep going till the absolute end? Because I've never ever seen the Scorpions live. You've seen them, I think, in recent years. Is it still worth going to see the Scorpions, or do you
Oh
feel
yeah.
like, oh, okay,
Oh,
you
no.
do?
They were great. They were awesome. I mean, yeah, the only Klaus still sounds great, but Klaus just stands there now. He doesn't do his
Right.
goofy scorpions dance no more and jump, stand up in front of the, and stand
Yeah.
up on Matthias and Rudolph's legs. He doesn't do all that acrobatic shit anymore. He just stands up there and he belts the songs out. And it's beautiful. It's beautiful to see. But
Yeah.
getting old sucks, bro. I need to flip my
Yeah.
house again.
Now, it's funny. I was thinking about that. When I first got into Scorpions, I believe my first Scorpions album was Worldwide Live. Um, and the guy that owned the record store that I hung out in, I grew up in Chicago Records in Kankakee, Illinois. The owner, he was all about 70 Scorpions. I'm like, what the fuck? They don't have videos for those songs. They must suck, And now I'm definitely more a 70s Scorpions fan than an 80s Scorpions. I still love the 80s shit, but the 70s shit, I'm like, oh my God, the Uli John Roth era and shit like that. But I know like what they've put out, the studio albums post the 80s. And I know you liked the last album. I really did not like it. Was it Rock Forever or whatever?
Rock Believer, great record.
Yeah, I did not like that one. Maybe I got to give it another chance, man, but it just didn't grab me. But I've felt like that since, Crazy World. I gave up after Crazy World.
You like Rhythm of Love.
I do. So who am I? Who am I to talk?
You are a gay lord.
What's so funny though is I always remember this. When I got Savage Amusement, my uncle took me to get my outfit for my 8th grade graduation, which was a total Miami Vice. Like it was like a leopard skin fucking jacket with fucking a pink undershirt, and I rolled the sleeves up and shit. And while we were there, he goes, okay, you can go to the record store, because I was still all about music. This tells you how bad my judgment was back then. Not by just the suit, but the 2 cassettes I got, Savage Amusement and OU812.
Oh my God. Oh. So 5150 didn't do it to you. You're like, I'm going to give it another chance.
Yeah, no, I told you. I gave it a chance until the live album, and then I just had like a nervous breakdown. Like, this is never going to work. This is never going to get better.
Did you buy the live album?
Yeah, no, that's when I had it. And I remember like going, so when I bought the Right Here, Right Now live one, as soon as I left the record store, got into my car, put the disc in, and I saw like, they did a couple of real Van Halen songs on it. And I listened to it, and it was so fucking bad. I'm like, this is never going to get good. This sucks. Sammy Hagar will never be worth a shit. This is fucking, and that's when I snapped and gave up. I never bought Balance or Van Halen 3. That's when I just like.
You hear that, TJ James?
Yeah. Horrible. I tried. I tried for years, man. Like maybe it'll just grow on me because I loved Eddie so much, and I love the rest of the band. I was like, and I was enjoying like Dave's solo shit. So I was like, maybe I can have 2 bands, best of both worlds. No, there's only one. Yeah,
Van Halen kept going. It just changed their name to David Lee Roth.
Yeah, and the funny thing though is like. It was big at the time. It sold. It was popular.
I hated it, man.
Oh, no, I know.
But you see, that's the difference. At the time, I fucking hate it. I didn't get suckered into buying that shit. I fucking hated it.
No, but the funny thing is, like, you saw him live, and I wouldn't go see him live. I went and saw Dave live, but I wouldn't go see Van Hagar live.
But saying that I saw him live is really unfair. I went because of Metallica and BTO. I didn't go for them. You know,
No, well,
they
you
came
know, you
down
should.
here. They were down here after that with Lita Ford. I like Lita Ford. I didn't go. I don't like Lita Ford that much. But you
Yeah,
know, it came down with fucking Alice in Chains, and I didn't go. And I love Alice in
yeah.
Chains.
And same here. I didn't go to that either.
But yeah, but I didn't never bought a ticket to see Vangina. I went and I didn't buy a ticket at 5150. That was day of show. My friend's girlfriend, well, it was his wife, didn't want to go some shit. Last minute asked me, I'll go, yeah, I never seen BTO. And I'll be on, okay, I'm gonna be 100% honest. I was curious to see Van Halen. You
Yeah.
know, now, I was like, well, let's see how it is. I mean, I never heard 5150, the record, because I heard Why Can't This Be Love? And therefore I never looked into the record. But then
Yeah.
on the way there, my friend had it on cassette. And he played me the whole 5150 album before we got to the show. And I was like, God damn, this is bad. And then
Well, no. What's the 150 song you like though?
Love Comes Walking In, the ballad.
Love Walks In. I can never remember if it's that or Dreams that you like. I
Oh,
always get those
God.
two
No, not
because they're both equally shitty. But
well,
you like
you're kind of right there, but I love fucking Love Comes Walking In. I just love
no
it.
no no, and I love that you because I musically I like and I think you like it too. Human Beings
I
from the
like,
Twister
well,
soundtrack.
yeah, those are the two songs I like from Vangina.
Yeah, and actually, you have two, and I have two. I like Black and Blue musically. That sounds like old Van Halen to me. Just that John, John, John. It's guitar. It's not keyboard. But Sammy fucks it all up and shit. Um, but I don't know where we're going with this. But you know who I hate worse than Sammy Hagar? Sammy Hagar fans.
Yeah, there you
They're
go.
they're way worse. I hate Nazis more than Hitler. What do you want me to say, man?
You hear that, TJ James?
Yep. Oh yeah. Oh, here's one. Interested to hear your take on this. There's a new Rainbow tribute album out coming out called "Ride the Rainbow," and there's members of Megadeth, Guns N' Roses, Skid Row, Deep Purple, blah blah blah, all guesting on this shit. But there's also on the shit from the Graham Bonnet era and the Joe Lynn Turner era. The vocals are done by Graham Bonnet and Joe Lynn Turner.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
what the fuck?
they brought that up on Almost Human Live. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so
I have no interest in this tribute album.
well, my thing is like when you hear a tribute album, it's supposed to be somebody else's interpretation. Like, and I know we disagree on this. I'm like, Graham Bonnet couldn't get right the first time. What the fuck's he gonna do now without Richie Blackmore? And the same thing with Joe Lynn Turner. Is Joe Lynn Turner like at 70 years old gonna sound better than he did at fucking 28? It's like what the fuck? I'd rather hear. Most tribute albums suck. Or it's a novelty at best. You'll listen to it once, you'll never listen to it again. But I want to hear somebody else's interpretation of it. My opinion.
I'm grabbing the greatest tribute album ever made. There's never been a better tribute album than this right here.
All right, what is it?
I got the Japanese version. The American version is missing tracks. Japanese released them in two.
Oh, I got those. I got those.
My friend Lloyd George was in the Navy and was in Japan and bought me both of them. These are the greatest tribute albums ever made, ever. You got to listen to Devin Townsend do Sinner or Testament do Rapid Fire. Great versions. Overkill does Tyrant. A lot of good shit. Nevermore does Love Bites. So different than the original, and I love that.
Yeah.
And Fate's Warning, Saints in Hell, unbelievably good.
Yeah. But that's what I want out of a tribute album. I want something different.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know? Oh,
Chock
yeah. No,
full
I
of
agree.
great. Chock full of great.
All right. Well, here's something that I think would make you happy, but who knows? You're probably like, I don't give a fuck either way. Um, Iron Maiden, who recently got inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and along with Blaze Bayley is now being inducted with them. They're not showing up at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame because they already have concerts booked in Australia and New Zealand during the time, and they're like, "Fuck it, the fans come first. We're not canceling tour dates to go to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame." I think that's fucking awesome.
I think that's godly. And I'll give you an example. Who would never do something like that? Fucking Kiss. All right.
Yeah.
I bought tickets to see Kiss on the Psycho Circus tour. They canceled the tour so they can do like an opening show at the Super Bowl. They weren't playing the Super Bowl halftime show. They were opening, and they canceled the show I was going to see for that. Iron Maiden wouldn't do that. I applaud Iron Maiden because Iron Maiden could have easily said, "Look, let's postpone those shows. Let's do it at a later date so we can go." No, they didn't do that. That to me, I love the fact that they did that. I love it. I love
it. And that's something I was interested in because, Bruce Dickinson in, particular was very vocal about fuck the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Don't mean shit to us. And, look how many years they passed us over. So fuck them. But that for them to get in, and if you looked at it's funny because normally the fan vote in the last, I would say 5 years has been very influential on who gets in. And this year it was funny because Phil Collins was in the lead forever, and then New Edition overtook him, and New Edition didn't get in. And Iron Maiden was way low on the fucking fan vote, but they still got in. But for them to say, you know what, fuck it, we're playing to our friends in New Zealand, we're playing to our fans in Australia, go fuck yourselves. That's awesome.
You know why I think New Edition should be in it though?
Right.
Why definitely should be part of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, like a legitimate Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, like a real Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I'll tell you why New Edition should be in there. Because when New Edition played the MTV Music Awards, Bobby Brown, a bag of cocaine falls out of his pocket onto the floor, and he danced around, grabbed that shit, put it back in his pocket. I was like, that's fucking rock and roll right there. That reason, that's the only reason, not the songs. The fact that he dropped a bag of coke on live TV, he should be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Oh my God. You want to talk about something I wish we could put on this show? In, was it third grade or fourth grade at the school talent show, me and my friends did like a lip sync and a dance thing to Mr. Telephone Man by New Edition. True story. Somebody's got video of that. I need to get a copy of that. That'd be great.
I don't know any New Edition songs at all. I mean,
you don't know Mr. Telephone Man?
No, I don't. Mr. Telephone. I know Telephone Line from ELO. It was on my iPod. I love Telephone Line. Hello? Is no one answering?
Well, how about this? And this was something I saw somebody posted, to me was an interesting question. And overall, I think we both agree, fuck the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and the people who vote for it and shit like that.
Fuck the people. Now, here's where we're the opposite. When I say I love bands, I mean I love fans, not the bands. I love Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I hate the people that care about it though.
Right.
I love the fact Rock and Roll Hall of Fame trolls everybody. Like Mark Alvin Taylor is the biggest complainer every fucking year. They should. Why is an Oingo Boingo in there and shit like that? Every fucking year he'll cry about the rock because he wants the acceptance of elitist douchebags. But not only you, Mark. Hey, Mark, you're part of the majority. You're part of everybody. You're a trendy fuck. when it comes to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame because you care, you know. But no, it's not Mark Alden Taylor alone. It's everybody else. Everybody's into this shit. So the
All right.
fact that all these people voted for New Edition and New Edition doesn't get in, that's fucking awesome. That to me, it shows the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame don't give a fuck about the fan vote either.
Right. Well. Here's the question I want to propose to you, and I know you don't give a fuck either way, but do you feel like it would be less offensive if they changed the name of it to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame to like the Music Hall of Fame? Because that seems to be that seems to be a big, stipulation with people. It's like that's not rock and roll. That's not rock and roll. If they called it the Music Hall of Fame, would you be less offended? Or would you still be like, fuck it, it's the same elitist pricks?
I would be less offended if it was many years ago. Now I don't give a fuck.
Gotcha.
I don't care because I love the fact that people like Mark Allen Taylor cry every year. I think it's awesome. It's trolling, I think Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, I used to hate them. Now I love how they troll motherfuckers. And I also like the fact that now, they nominated Iron Maiden to get more seats, more asses in the seats. That's the only reason Iron Maiden.
Do you think though? Do you think that makes a difference?
Yes.
Iron Maiden?
Yes. A lot of people would go to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame to see Iron Maiden perform again.
Well, now they're shit out of luck.
No, now that they know Iron Maiden's not gonna be there, they're not gonna go. Therefore, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame just not nominated Iron Maiden for nothing.
Yeah. Awesome. All right. Well, here's something. I don't know if you got this yet. I don't know if any of your I've got the angry fans who hate the world. You've got the rich fans that love you.
Yeah. That love to throw money at me.
Has any of your rich fans bought you the new Hell Awaits box set?
No, but I bought it myself, and it's not here yet. I don't think it's out yet, is it?
I don't know the release date, but I was looking at.
It's coming out this week. I bought it. I did not buy the one that's the Blood album. I didn't buy that one.
I was looking at what comes with it. I'm like, that's fucking awesome.
I bought it. Yeah, it's coming. I bought it myself, though. That one I paid myself.
Man, I'm loving it. It's so funny because I look back Slayer took me a while to get into. And even when I got into them, the Metal Blade years, it was a little bit longer till I got into those. And now it's like, oh, fuck, I love that shit. Fucking Hell Awaits is so goddamn good.
One of the best.
Love that shit. But man, that's a really neat box set. They've really added a lot of cool shit. To me, that's one of those that's kind of worth the money they're asking.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I don't remember how much I paid, but I didn't want to buy the Blood one, though. It was too expensive. And that shit sold out quick. It sold out very quick.
Well, I mean, here's my thing with the whole Blood thing. I bought the when Slayer came out with the box set, the CD box set in the early 2000s.
I have it.
Yeah, I got that. That Blood shit dries up.
Not the one in the box set though.
Mine did.
Let me show you. Let me show you something. Okay. I have the actual original Blood.
What is it? The artillery fucking.
This right.
Yeah,
here.
There was the one CD.
This is the original. This is the one with Aggressive Perfector. And this is dried up, as you can see.
Yeah.
But look at now. Grab the box set. It's still well. You know what? I haven't opened this box set in years. It may be dry.
Yep, that's
now.
The one I got.
It may be dry now. I don't know. Let's see. There's something to look at. Let's see. Where are you? Yeah, dude. Look at that. The blood is still bloody. Look at that.
Okay. Yeah, mine dried up.
This one. Look. See the difference?
Oh, big time.
Big time. This one, the blood is still there, man. This one is dried up kind of quick.
Yeah.
Great version of people. They hate the new version of Aggressive Perfector. I love it. Not as much as the original, but I still love it.
Yeah.
Man, I look at this. It's been so long. Look at this shit. I need
Oh
to.
yeah.
I
Oh,
need to
mine's
hang.
still in the wrapper too. I never opened it.
Well, I need to
Yeah.
unwrap this and hang it up
Yeah.
because I love Slayer.
Now I remember that shit, man. I got like a Christmas bonus that year for my job, and that's what I spent it on. Was that box set?
I remember how I bought this box set. I used to work at the airport. I used to load planes at one point, and the
Oh, is
day,
this before you worked for the city?
yeah, way before. I mean, what year did this come out? The box set was like 2001 or so. I can't.
No.
No,
Well,
maybe even before that, right?
no. It was after because 2001 is when I switched to the guy I was working with that gave me the. It had to be between 2001 and 2008 because I remember the company I was working for.
Well, I went from the airport to Best Buy, bought it, went back to work. I went on my lunch break to buy it.
Yeah.
I didn't start working for the city till 2007, so it was before that.
Okay.
And
Okay.
and and before the city, I delivered Chinese food for a few years, so it had to be the early 2000s,
Yeah.
maybe 2003, the latest.
It's so crazy. I remember when we first started this show when you're working for the city and you're like, oh, I'll have a couple hours of night at work to edit the next show.
Oh man, that's one thing about my job, man. I used to I used to go home. I remember I made music videos at home while the city was paying me. I used to go home all the fucking time. I had the radio. If anything happened, they'd call me. I worked night shifts, so nothing ever happened. It was rare we'd get a call at night, very rare. So usually I'd go to work, punch in, hang out for about an hour, get in the truck, go to my house till like an hour before everybody starts coming in, go back to work, pretend I was there the whole night. It was fucking, it was glorious, my city job. My friend
I
Ronnie,
remember those years.
and I still, me and Ronnie, man, we still talk. He calls me all the time. Ronnie he was my coworker. He was a Jehovah Witness, but
Oh God.
he never bothered me about the Jehovah Witness, which makes him very rare as a
Yeah.
Jehovah Witness. Because all of them fucking bother you to, I remember it was like, hey, happy birthday, Ronnie. Oh, I don't celebrate my birthday. I'm a Jehovah Witness.
Yeah.
I was like,
Oh, same way.
I didn't know.
Yeah, I had a coworker like that too, man. He was Jehovah's Witness, but he never like tried to preach that shit. But yeah, you couldn't tell him happy birthday.
Yeah, or Christmas or anything, really.
Yeah, yeah. All right. Well, John Bush says he would like to play special shows with Anthrax featuring him, Joey Belladonna, and Neil Turbin.
Boy, I'd love to see that.
I would too. Do you think Belladonna would allow that?
He'd have to. Come on,
Yeah,
Belladonna's their bitch.
yeah.
Let's face it, they don't give him any songwriting credit. And judging by just that one song off Sun Red Sun, the guy writes good songs.
Oh yeah, I remember the first Belladonna.
Yeah, that's a good album. I have that one.
Yeah, that's a good one. But I know like he was vocal about he did only on his first tour back, this last time when he came back, he did only on the first one. And then after that he's like, I ain't doing no more fucking John Bush shit.
Did he say that? I don't remember that.
Yeah. He didn't want to do it. He didn't want to do it.
Stupid. I think he would have sounded good on Sound of White Noise.
Oh, I think he would have sounded good on everything. But, I love the John Bush era. I'm not a big fan of the fucking Neil Turbin shit. But if they did a tour with all three of them, I'd be there in a fucking heartbeat, man. Like fucking A. But I don't know. I think that's like unrealistic because monetarily, people just care about Joey Belladonna at this stage of the game. Like I think it's great that John Bush did those couple shows where he did his era. I would have went to that if it would have came around here. I love the John Bush era, love it. But if you look at overall, people just care about the Joey Belladonna shit. But a hypothetical situation, I'd be there in a heartbeat, man.
Joey
Fucking A.
Belladonna and Anthrax draws the same amount of people of Skid Row without Sebastian in South.
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right.
There you go. Nobody gives a fuck about Anthrax.
Blaze Bailey says his voice and confidence level has gone up so much after he stopped doing meet and greets at his concerts.
Who the fuck wants to meet Blaze Bailey?
What's that?
Who the fuck wants to meet that guy?
I don't know. I heard he's really nice. I know
He's
a couple
not
people.
nice. I'm not going to mention the person.
Oh, really?
We are both friends with somebody that went on tour with.
Oh,
Not he wasn't in Blaze Bailey's band, but he was in a band that toured with Blaze Bailey's band, and Blaze Bailey was a complete prick. Didn't allow smoking pot in the
really?
in the bus, and was anal about everything. Yeah, Blaze Bailey's a prick, according to a friend of ours. He's a friend of both of us. He told me stories.
Okay. Well, then I'll believe that. I'm just going by somebody I talked to. They do a thing at their house every year. It's somewhere on the East Coast, and it's a big Iron Maiden thing. And and this guy has it on his compound. This is like a very rich guy, and they've had Blaze Bailey there a couple times and said he was like amazing, but he was being paid. He was being paid to be there and stuff.
That's
so
why
maybe
he was super nice.
Yeah.
And I don't hate Blaze Bailey. I thought Silicon Messiah's solo album was phenomenal. And so, I can make a really good Iron Maiden album off those two albums he did with him. If I took the best songs off both albums, it'd make a good EP.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's pushing it. Oh, shit. All right, well, fuck it, man. Let's get into our episode, shall we?
That's not on either of those albums, and I just did that for no reason. I just did the riff to Coney Island, Whitefish Boy.
Great song. Great song. But we're here to talk about Aerosmith. And this is one I threw at you. My idea was the first and second album, and you said, fuck you, I don't like you. We're doing Toys in the Attic versus Rocks. So that leads me to believe you've already done this for your Almost Human channel.
No, I don't believe I've done any of them, actually. I remember I did Night in the Ruts against something not too long ago. But no, I've never matched two Aerosmith albums against each other.
Oh, wow.
But I remember our conversation was you said either the first two or Rocks and Toys in the Attic. I said, you know what?
Yeah.
I'd rather do Rocks and Toys in the Attic because I got a very controversial opinion now of Rocks. It's no longer my favorite Aerosmith album. This used to be my favorite Aerosmith album.
Wow.
But now, and actually out of age, I think it's a lot better. Not a little better, a lot better. I still say Rocks is the second best album, but Aerosmith's best album, in my opinion, is Toys in the Attic.
Interesting.
Now, that doesn't mean it's going to win because it's all luck of the draw. And I haven't done this. I didn't, I listened to both albums. I listened to this one on vinyl today, and I listened to Rocks on CD. And they're both.
So when you listen to them, you don't go like track one. You listen to the full album and then.
Yeah, no. Not when it comes to Aerosmith and shit I know.
Yeah.
If it comes to shit I don't know, I go track by. No, I don't do that. No.
Yeah,
this is my DNA.
Yeah. Well. See, that's odd that you say I'm. You're the 4. And I'm the 8 that makes the 12 for our IQ, because I have to do it. Even if I know it, I have to go back and forth, because a lot of times, since we've been doing these, track by tracks, I think I know what the winner is ahead of time. And then when I listen to it, it changes. That's just the way I have to do it.
Well, hey, I listened to both albums today. So in a way, I'm doing it like you did. I listened to both of them today. I got fresh ears for both of albums I've heard. It's going to be 50 years now. No, next year. Yeah, next year it'll be 50 years since I own that album. This album's
Well,
50 years old.
I know that's a weird thing is like I think I was looking at the release dates for these and Rocks was released May 5th. So in a couple of weeks we're coming up on the 50th anniversary of Rocks. That's just crazy. That's crazy. It's been 50 fucking years.
And I
Since
bought
Rocks came out.
I bought Toys in the Attic a year after it was released. I didn't buy
Yeah.
Rocks till later. I bought that, the first album and live bootleg, then Rocks. And then I
Okay.
bought Night in the Ruts when it was new. It was the first Aerosmith album I bought that was new.
Yeah.
And I got Get Your Wings, and the last one I bought was Draw the Line out of, the classic 70s.
I remember
I
my
had
dad.
them all. I had them all before Rockin' a Hard Place.
My dad's vinyl collection, I think the only one he had in his vinyl collection was Toys in the Attic.
Best one.
But I didn't get into, fucking Run DMC is what got me into Aerosmith.
You're so lame, dude.
It's timeline, baby.
Fucking
Timeline.
it. Run DMC.
No, but I remember, like I love the Run DMC
Oh
Walk
my
This
God.
Way. And I'll never forget, like after that came out, I went through my dad's record collection and I found Toys in the Attic.
Do
And
you
then I was
still
like-
do you still like the Run DMC version?
No.
Oh, of course.
Nope. No. But I remember like specifically like, oh yeah, Aerosmith, they do the song with Run DMC. And so I listened to the original version. I didn't like it. I was like, ugh, this ain't like, the Run DMC version.
Wow.
Yeah, no, I've said this on the show before, and now I'm the complete opposite, of course. But back then, yeah, the first Aerosmith album I bought was Permanent Wings.
I got Permanent Wings too.
Yeah. And then after Permanent Vacation. And then after that, I went back and I bought the second one I got was Done with Mirrors. I bought that used on cassette. And then, and then I went back and discovered good Aerosmith, But is what it is. But fuck it. Let's go to the first one here. What do we got here? We got
Toys in the Attic versus Back in the Saddle.
Yeah. What you say there?
Easily Toys in the Attic. Back in the Saddle is kind of overrated.
Interesting.
I don't hate Toys. I think Back in the Saddle is a good song, but it's a song that if they didn't play live, I wouldn't care, and they always play it live.
Okay. I love them both. And I think they're both great openers. Great openers. But to me, Back in the Saddle has more balls. But you've said repeatedly that you're not a huge fan of Back in the Saddle. I remember you said that on multiple episodes. Do you think it's a case of like overkill?
No.
Or you just never cared for it?
No, I don't hate it. I think it's a decent song. I just
Right.
don't think it's as great as you think it is. I don't think it has that. I don't think it has the balls Toys in the Attic. Not even close. It doesn't even have hair on the balls compared to Toys in the Attic. That song to me is rip roaring out of the gate. Joey Kramer fucking you up. And I just love the voices scream. I just love that shit. Toys in the Attic all the way. All the way. Not even close.
All right. Well, I'll take the next one, which is Uncle Salty versus
Last Child.
Last Child. I love them both, but I'm feeling salty, man. I love me some Uncle Salty. Last Child, I dig it. There is a bit of an overkill factor. Uncle Salty sounds fresh every time I fucking hear it, and a much cooler molestation song than Jamie's Got a Gun, in my opinion.
I didn't even know that shit was about molestation. Look at that.
Oh, you didn't know that?
I had no idea.
Yeah. Yeah, Uncle Salty be fucking his niece.
Such a happy song.
Yeah, yeah. Check out the lyrics.
Yeah, I never really analyzed that. Wow, that's some wild stuff.
So
Um,
what says you?
Uncle Salty by far because I hate Last Child. Now that song, I will say I hate.
Okay, maybe that's the one I was thinking of
Yeah,
that you
that's
didn't
the
like.
one I fucking hate. And they always played it live. Every fucking time I saw Aerosmith, they always had to throw out the worst song off rocks. I hate that fucking song. I generally like hate it. Like I hate it like
Wow,
I hate it like I hate Ragdoll.
wow,
Better than
wow.
Ragdoll, but that ain't saying much.
All right, I'll be right back. I gotta pee again.
What's the next two songs? I'll say it.
Let's see. Adam's Apple versus Rats in the Cellar.
Oh. Now that's a tough one. She ate it alone and it was the first time. I gotta go with Rats in the Salad. That song, man, you want to talk about heavy. Heavy Aerosmith, that may be the heaviest, along with Nobody's Fault. No, Round and Round is pretty heavy too. But like Rip Roaring Fast, Rats in the Cellar may be the greatest fast Aerosmith song. Easily. I love Adam's Apple though. It does hurt. I ain't gonna lie. I wish Adam Apple would win, but I can't. I gotta give it to Rats in the Cellar. I'm trying to think. I don't think I've ever seen them play Adam's Apple live, but I've seen them play Rats in the Cellar once. I remember it was Back in the Saddle tour when Joe Perry first came back to Aerosmith, Black and Blue open, and that night that was the only time I seen them do Rats in the Cellar. It was the only time I seen them do. What was the other one? There was another song they played that night. I've never seen them do again.
All right, what'd you pick?
I picked Rats in the Cellar, and I love Adam's Apple, but Rats in the Cellar gets my pick.
All right.
I'll be right here. I will be able to talk. I'll just
All right. In my opinion, Adam's Apple's good. Not hating it, but Rats is fucking great. Love that fucking song. Classic one. It's one of those like, real fans know it. Casual fans, maybe not as much. But you could say that about either song. I mean, Adam's Apple isn't one people talk about a lot either. But yeah, definitely going fucking Rats in the Cellar. And then we go to the next one, which is, I gotta look at this. What is it? Oh, woo, this is a rough one. Not really. Not really. But I think to like people looking at it, it would seem much more, of a close call. But it's Walk This Way versus Combination. Love Walk This Way. I know it's overplayed. It's all this shit. Combination is probably in my definitely top five. Definitely top five. Maybe top three Aerosmith songs of all time. Combination. Fucking all day. It's funny because it's kind of considered like a Joe Perry, more Joe Perry-esque than Steven Tyler. But all I hear when I listen to this is Steven Tyler's voice, not fucking Joe Perry's voice, but fucking the lyrics, Because I'm so goddamn gaunt. I love that. Oh, fucking lyrics on this are awesome. Great fucking druggy fucking track. Combination all day long. My pick. How y'all doing out there?
Well,
Leave a good review and then leave a bad one and see if it gets through.
don't say bad words and we'll get through.
Okay.
I love Combination. Last time I saw Aerosmith, they played Combination. and
Yeah.
and everybody was like, "What's this?" Bathroom
Yeah.
break, and
Hey,
me,
when I saw them on the Pump Tour and they did Train Kept a Rolling, it was the same thing.
and that's
It's a
weird.
shame.
That's weird because Train Kept Rolling was kind of a hit.
Yeah, but when I went, it was the Love in an Elevator crowd. You know what I mean? It was more like the
It
new
still,
Aerosmith
it
fans.
still was the Love in the Elevator crowd when I saw him last time,
Yeah.
2005
Yeah.
maybe. Sammy Hagar opened,
Oof.
and yes,
Oofa.
you'd probably think, oh yeah, well, I guess you stayed outside, Ralph, for Sammy Hagar. No, I was with that Guns N' Roses chick, and she was a Sammy Hagar fan, so I had to go with.
Oh.
Yeah, I sat
Oh,
this.
give me another reason to hate that bitch.
Yeah,
Really? Sammy Hagar opened up?
yeah,
What?
yeah.
Oh, wait a minute though. What tour was that though?
I don't think they had any more. They stopped making albums and just went on tour.
Oh, okay.
This was 2005, maybe around there. No,
Okay.
no, no,
Yeah.
no, because Guns N' Roses chick was 2000. It was 2010 or 11. One of the two. Anyway,
Wow.
I love Combination, but I'm going with Walk This Way. Walk This Way.
Wow.
Oh yeah, no,
Wow.
easily Walk This Way. Easily Walk This Way. And especially, you know what? I might have picked Combination now that you talk about that, Ian, by listening to both these albums today, because Walk This Way came on while I was in the shower, and I was so digging it because Walk This Way is one of those songs I never listened to because I've heard them so much.
Right.
I never listened. I don't think I've heard Walk This Way in like 10 years or so, or since I saw Aerosmith.
Right.
Oh, no, no. The studio version, I know it's been over 10 years. Listening to it today and what Joey Kramer does and that little tick, 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 you know, part of the song where he's going
Oh
tick, tick,
yeah.
tick, tick. It's just so cool, man. And that is rap before rap. Steven Tyler is rapping in the song.
Yeah.
And I remember being a little kid thinking he said, maybe he still says it. I never looked at the lyrics. Put your titty in the middle. That's what it sounds like. Uh,
I thought you said kitty, but I
well, it
don't know.
sounded like titty to me when I was a kid. Ooh, titty.
Yeah.
Fucking that Walk This Way is totally a bad boy of rock and roll song. When you hear
Oh yeah. No, I agree.
when you hear the song Walk This Way, you know they're doing some good drugs. You just know it. You know? The
Oh
vibe.
yeah.
Love
Well,
and
that's what.
I'm not saying nothing contrary about Combination. Awesome song. It's a 10. Where I think Twizniak's a 10 and a half. I mean, Walk This Way. I'm totally going with Walk This Way.
Yeah. No, I love it. There's a quote from Joe Perry where he's talking about rocks. And he says, "Oh yeah." He goes, "Listen to that." He goes, "We were doing a shit ton of drugs, but it was when drugs were still working, you know,
Yep, yep.
before it ruined." Because you can hear that, like drugs working is rocks, drugs not working is draw the line, you know. Um, but no, I mean, I can't fault you on that. They're both amazing, but I will say, um, I would be interested to see what your opinion was if you did the back to back, because that's the biggest thing I've found out about these, these track for tracks when I'm doing it. I already in my mind, I have one that I think's going to win. But when I do the back to back, something changes. And that's going to come into big play later in this. But I could have told you right off the bat, no matter what, I would have picked Combination. But that's just one of my favorite tracks of all time. All right, Ralph, you take the next one, which is let's see. Fuck, I gotta look.
Big 10-inch versus Sick as a Dog.
Yes.
Boy, I love
Yep.
both of them. I love both of them. I love the original Big 10-inch. I heard on Dr. Demento. It's like some old black dude singing that song. Sick as a Dog, I would say is the dark horse on rocks. Very underrated. Never played anymore, I don't think.
Oh yeah.
I did see him play it. I was actually thinking before, what was that song? Because when I saw the Back in the Saddle tour, that's when Joe Perry first came back before Dylan
Right.
Love. They played Sick as a Dog and they played Rats in the Cellar. Those two songs I've never seen them play again.
Oh,
But
wow.
Sick as a Dog wins. I love Big 10 Inch, but it's not even close. Sick as a Dog is a fucking masterpiece. Definitely a dark horse, the neglected song. And I believe, I could be wrong, I think it was Tom Hamilton said in an interview, out of every song, he wished he could play Sick as a Dog again. It was either Tom Hamilton or Brad Whitford. One of those two said, I wish Aerosmith would play Sick as a Dog again. And I would love to see them play Sick as a Dog again.
Nice. All right. Well, I got to say, when I listened to these, I fully went into this thinking one was going to win. And the one I thought was going to win was Big 10 Inch, because goddamn do I love me some Big 10 Inch. Great song. And I love that even though it's a cover song, you can see where Steven Tyler got his, double entendres, that he's so famous for. It's like when I think of great songwriters in rock and roll, there's Steven Tyler, Bon Scott, and David Lee Roth. They are amazing lyricists, especially when it comes to the double entendres. And Big 10 Inch fits into that perfectly, no pun intended. And I thought this was gonna win. I'm like, oh, Big 10 Inch, okay, Sick of the Dog. When I listened to when I went track by track, I was like, fuck, Sick as a Dog wins, man. That is a fucking killer fucking track. I mean, just amazing. And that's taking nothing away from Big 10 Inch. It's still, it's 10 inches. But to me, Sick as a Dog is 11. It's an 11-inch song, man. It's fucking killer. And it's true Aerosmith. It's a 70s Aerosmith that I love so goddamn much. And I've been in this 70s Aerosmith ever since I got that fucking, the new remix of fucking the first album. I'm like, God damn, do I love 70s Aerosmith. But yeah, Sick as a Dog wins for me. And then the next one is oh boy, here's a tough one. It's tough, but it's not tough for me. Sweet Emotion versus Nobody's Fault. God damn, Sweet Emotion is so fucking iconic. I mean, that fucking bass line, that fucking intro. And I still love Sweet Emotion every time I hear it. But again, Nobody's Fault, top 5 all time fucking Aerosmith songs. It's Nobody's Fault but mine. I love that. Nobody's Fault for the win for me. What do you think, Ralph?
Sweet Emotion for me, hands down. I love Nobody's Fault. It's definitely probably the heaviest Aerosmith song ever, really. What would you say is heavier? Nobody's Fault or Round and Round? That's a good question.
Ooh.
They're both so fucking heavy.
I would give a slight nod to Nobody's Fault, but goddamn, Round and Round's heavy as fuck.
That's fucking heavy song, man.
Yeah.
And I love Nobody's Fault. I hate when Testament did it. Oh my God, that shit was torture to me. But sorry, I'm so sorry. Love it. But Aerosmith, man. I remember when I was a little kid into Sweet Emotion. I remember telling my friend Henry, who's still my buddy, and I've told this story before, and I'm going to say it again before the Aerosmith thing. I was on a tree one time with Henry Soria before I was into rock and shit. And we're in the tree, and Henry goes to me, "Hey, Ralph, you like Led Zeppelin?" And I said, "Yeah, he's cool." Well, anyway, I said to Henry a few years later, "What does he mean in Sweet Emotion where he says, 'You can't catch me because the rabbit done died'?" And he goes, "Oh, because they give a rabbit test, and a chick's pregnant. If the rabbit dies, the chick's pregnant." Do they still do that, by the way? They don't do that no more.
I don't think that. They don't have to do it anymore, but
Yeah,
yeah, no, that was a big thing back
that,
then.
that'd be cruel if they're still killing rabbits to find out if some chick's pregnant. Because yeah, they have now the pregnancy test. You can get, you know.
Right.
But dude, that boom 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 boom, and the fucking talk box doing it just as cool as fucking
Peter
Peter
Frampton.
Pan, and fucking just the opening, sweet emotion, so beautiful. Then it's a fuck that shit. That song fucking wins all the way. And I love Nobody's Fault, but Sweet Emotion, yeah, you notice the trend here. I'm going with the hits because I'm a trendoid. But hey, I gotta be honest, man. I love Nobody's Fault, but fucking that song, man. That song wins for me. All the way, Sweet Emotion. Right on.
Awesome. We'll take the next one, which would be
No More,
let's
No
see,
More.
No More, No More versus
I don't remember.
versus
Licking a Promise?
Get the Let Out.
Oh,
No, Get the Let Out.
yeah, definitely. No More, No More to me is the second greatest Aerosmith song ever. Right after Season of the Wither. That is my second favorite Aerosmith song. Baby, I'm a dreamer. Got my horse and carriage. Fuck Get the Let Out. Not even close, actually. Giving it all the way to No More, No More. Easily. That's an easy one. And I don't mind Get the Let
Well,
Out.
here's some.
Go ahead.
Well, here's something I forgot to do because I've been drinking. I forgot to switch, do the picture for what I'm picking. But here we go. A little spoiler alert. No More, No More. God damn. Not even close. Not even fuck. This is one of those like I knew it before, and even after I listened to him, I'm like, yeah, I knew this right away. Here's one for Toys in the Attic. No More, No More. Fucking amazing. What a great fucking song.
Got a song on the album.
Yeah. God damn it. It's tough. It's top three for sure. Top three for sure. All right. Round and Round versus Licking a Promise.
I gotta admit, that one's kind of tough, man.
Maybe for you, but not for me.
All right, go.
I'm going Round and Round. Round and Round. Licking a Promise is good, but Round and Round, fuck, it's heavy as fuck. There's just something so fucking dirty about it. Every time you listen to Round and Round, it's almost like you got to clean your speaker grill. It's fucking dirty. It's dirty fucking Aerosmith, man. It's like old brown water from Boston, man. It's fucking awesome. Yeah, Round and Round for sure. What do you think?
There's only one reason I'm going to give it to Round and Round, because actually I think they're both tied. But the one thing that Round and Round has that puts it over is that is that strings in that song toward the end? It sounds like violins or something. It's like escalating the fucking heaviness with this sound. It sounds like strings, like higher and higher.
Yeah,
that puts it over the edge over. Because if it didn't have that,
really,
it'd
that close for you,
no,
huh?
No. I wouldn't say Get the Let Out would win if it didn't have that, but just the fact that it has.
No, Licking a Promise.
Licking a Promise, what I meant. Licking a Promise is so good, though, man.
Oh yeah, cat got your tongue.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. It's so sleazy and killer.
Yeah.
Down Conan on a Saturday night and that shit's awesome. I would love to give it to that, but Round and Round has that has that ending that just puts it over the edge. So yeah, I'm giving that one a Round and Round.
Awesome. All right. Well, you take the final one, which is You See Me Crying versus Home Tonight.
God, man. They're both so good. They're both so amazing. I know what I'm going to pick, but I got to tell you, this is almost like Round and Round and Licking a Promise. They're so close. I'm gonna
Yeah.
go with Home Tonight. But I
All
love
right.
to see me crying so much. But Home Tonight, I'm gonna give it to that one.
All right. This one was the hardest one for me out of the whole fucking lineup because these are two of my favorite Aerosmith ballads. And, for fans that didn't grow up with Aerosmith or and you could even count include me in that, because I'm a fucker that came along with fucking Run DMC shit. But when you really get into the 70s Aerosmith ballads were something else. Every one of them felt important. They didn't feel forced. They didn't feel like, hey, we need a single. It was just something that came from the band. And that's what sucks because you get to like the Permanent Vacation shit. And from there on out, it's all outside writers. It's all like the Hudson Brothers and fucking Diane Warren and all this fucking bullshit, And that's when Aerosmith really started sucking fucking cock. Like really like grabbing the balls and sucking it, and being a shell of them fucking selves. But 70s, I mean, Dream On, fucking Seasons of Wither, You See Me Crying, fucking, Home Tonight, Remember Walking in the Sand, Mia. I mean, these are all like fucking amazing fucking tracks. And this one was so fucking tight. But I gotta go with Home Tonight. I think, the only thing that can beat Home Tonight, especially as far as a ballad, is my number one Aerosmith song of all time, which is Seasons of Wither. But Home Tonight, there's just something about it, man. And it's hard because You See Me Crying is right fucking there. It's fucking amazing. And both of these are like, what killer ways to end your album. Like I always talk about, Leave Me Wanting More. Both of these leave me wanting more. And sometimes I like the epic or the ballad to close it, and sometimes I like a rocker to fucking close it out. But both of these do a fantastic job. But for me, it's all about Home Tonight. You already said you picked Home Tonight.
And also as far as ballads go, yeah, of course, Caesar Wiz is my favorite. But my second favorite ballad Aerosmith's ever done is Cry Me a River.
Oh, Cry Me a River is fantastic.
I put Home Tonight and You See Me Crying after that, though.
Yeah. We were talking about that before we started recording. We were talking about Aerosmith and Rockin' a Hard Place and shit. And we both agree that's our favorite track on that album. What a fucking cover.
Man.
Oh my God. And that's one of those songs, like, not only is it a good song, period, but the way they did it, I mean, I feel that shit every time I listen to it, man. That's a heartbreaking fucking song, man.
Jimmy Crespo goes off.
Oh, fucking amazing. Really good. But again, even though it was a cover, there's just a sense of like real pain and real urgency when by the time you get to Get a Grip and there's like Amazing, and there I think there's like 3 or 4 ballads on that album. They feel manufactured. They feel like we have to have a ballad kind of shit.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Lying.
Yeah.
Oh, horrible.
And that's for those of us who grew up in the era, there is before and after Home Sweet Home. Because Home Sweet Home is what set the template, by Motley Crue. And then there was the obligatory ballad. But before then, if you had a ballad, it was usually something heartfelt and something, because nobody was asking for it before then. It's like if you had a really good ballad, you put it on there. If not, you didn't. Some albums had one, some didn't. But after Home Sweet Home, you had to have it. And that's when you get the shitty results.
And I know this sounds blasphemous me saying it, but I really do feel like Molly Crew's "Home Sweet Home" was heartfelt.
Oh,
Yeah, I get it.
oh, hey, I'll tell you this. The best thing Mick Mars ever did in his fucking life, dude. Still to this day, that solo from Home Sweet Home is fucking killer.
My my
I
my my favorite's "Too Young to Fall in Love." That's
yeah,
my favorite Mars solo. He goes off on
yeah.
that.
I, yeah, my opinion. I think overall he's a hack of a guitar player, but that fucking solo on fucking Home Sweet Home, I was like, damn, that already puts you in like up here shit because that's fucking amazing, you know. But so my final score, I know Ralph, sometimes you don't write them down. Mine is 6-3 Rocks. Is mine.
Mine is 6-3 Aerosmith, I think. Toys in the Attic. Mine's exactly
Oh,
the opposite, but Toys in the Attic.
okay. But we both love these albums. Good mix. I would love in the future, because the shit lines up, I would love to do the first album versus Get Your Wings, later on.
Hey, next episode, let's do that one somebody asked us to do with Strong Arm of the Law. I can't remember
Okay.
the other two, but let's do that one next week. Or
Okay. Well,
not next week, but next time we come back.
right. Okay. Well, we'll get into that later because I want to talk about that episode. Um, but yeah, there you go. That's our opinion of these. I mean, two fucking amazing albums you can't go wrong with. Classic shit, man.
Hey, leave your comments below. What are your picks?
Yeah, yeah. I would love to read that. I do like that. I love seeing what other people.
I always
I
tell
love
people,
seeing.
yeah.
Yeah, I love seeing wrong picks.
Nobody's wrong. I always say on my track by track, put your comments below because I love when I see somebody say something different than my pick. I love that, man. To me, it's legit.
Yeah.
Everybody's opinion is right. Everybody, your opinion is fucking whacked out as you are, Ian. You're right, though. I mean, you'll in 10 years change your mind about it, but at the moment, you're right. You know.
Oh, how like your opinion used to be Rocks, but now it's Toys in the Attic, but that's okay because it's your opinion.
No. But you know that shit's a rarity with me. Come on. You know that shit's rare. Yeah, I can write a book with everything you use to fucking and mind you, I still love rocks though.
Right.
Still
No,
love
I get
that.
you.
But
I get you.
you're more like I hate what I like. I just okay. I like Toys in the Attic more, but I still love rocks.
Okay. Well, it's mostly with Kiss, but whatever.
But also, it's also opinions.
Yeah.
Look, Rock and Roll Over used to be my favorite Kiss studio album. Now it's the first Kiss album.
Really?
But I still love Rock and Roll Over.
Yeah, I did not get the fucking message when that happened because I thought it was Rock and Roll Over.
Well, this has been going on for about 2-3 years now. I finally thought, you know what? No, it's the first album.
Now I feel bad though because remember I bought you Rock and Roll Over on vinyl.
I still love it. It's still my second.
I thought it was your favorite.
You did? You didn't buy me that shit.
Yeah, I did. I bought you Rock and Roll Over on vinyl.
You did?
Yeah.
I don't remember that. I know you bought me The Police, the first album.
I bought you The Police one year for your birthday, and then I got you Rock and Roll Over. I think the year after, the year before.
Sorry, I forgot about that. The orange vinyl? I have it on orange vinyl.
Maybe. If that's the only one you got.
I don't think you bought me it, dude.
Okay, bye.
I don't think you did.
Okay.
You might have, though. I got a fucked up memory. Hey, you did, thank you, man. I appreciate it. But I only play the orange vinyl.
I thought you hate colored vinyl. Like colored people.
I do, which means you didn't get me it, because if I had Rock and Roll Over in black vinyl, I'd play that instead of the orange one.
Yeah, but that was before you bitched about colored vinyl.
Well, I only like black vinyl because I'm not a racist piece of shit.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right. Well, now.
Hey, not only do I like black vinyl, I also love Jewish vinyl.
Oy vey.
Whatever that is. I love Jewish vinyl.
All right. Well, now it's time to go to pick of the week. And I'm going to tell you to go to your left. Or no, you're right. You're right. You're right. Down to the next level, middle section.
Right
Go
here?
over. Go. No. Go back. Go back. No, back the other way. Back the other way. Yeah, go back. No, the next section. There, in that shelf. There you go. In that shelf.
Right here.
Pick any of them. Pick any of them you want in there.
All right. This feels like a double album. Oh, it's a goddamn, I love Gentle Giant. And the only Genesis album I like. I actually like this album.
That's a good album.
My favorite Genesis song is Mama. But I love Taking It All Too Hard. I know they're hits, but I like them.
Yeah, Illegal Alien.
Yeah, that one I didn't like. I didn't like that one. I don't think it is. Illegal Aliens on here. But I like Home by the Sea. That's All is a good catch.
Yeah, part 1 and 2, yeah.
And my God, I love me some. This is the live Gentle Giant album. And it's an awesome double live album. This is a band. You know that they opened for Black Sabbath at the Hollywood Bowl. I got a
Really?
I got
a tour.
Sabbath, I think. It was either Sabbath or Sabbath 4. One of the two. And the marquee Hollywood Bowl, Black Sabbath, Gentle Giant. Gentle Giant is a weird band. I don't understand why I'm into them. But man, there's certain bands I got to be in the mood for to listen to. I'm always in the mood.
I got to check them out because after you talked about them, I got their shit from Mr. X, but I haven't had time to check it out, man. But listen, I'm interested.
If I tell anybody, because it's hard to get into Gentle Giant. Gentle Giant is not for, it's hard to digest. And it's not even an easy album to digest, but I think if you like Octopus, you're going to love it all. There's a lot of people that hate Giant for a Day. That one is my least favorite, but it's not bad. And a lot of people don't like Civilian. Civilian would be the one I tell people to listen to because that's the most accessible. That was the last album they ever did, and a lot of people don't like it. I love Civilian. But, if you want to get hardcore into Gentle Giant, it's Octopus. But this is a damn fine live album. It's just called The Official Live. Gentle Giant playing the Fool. Good show.
All right. Nice.
Great pick.
All right. Well, I also have to myself, when I got my system set up, and I was so happy because it's been, almost 3 years since I've moved to the Seattle area, and I didn't have my record player. Well, the setup I had in my apartment in New Orleans, you were there, much smaller apartment. I had like a sound bar hooked up and everything, and my record player played through that. And because the living room was that small, everything sounded good. And then I moved, to a bigger houses, and it didn't work. So I stopped listening to vinyl. I'm like, nah, it doesn't sound right. I need to get an amplifier. I need to get all this shit. Finally got all my shit. And the first record I played, this one right here, The Doors, LA Woman. Fuck, it sounded so good.
I got something to show you after that, but go ahead. Keep talking. I'll show you something after you're done with that.
Yeah, so good. So good. But after that, I played what I bought when Chris Czynszak showed up here. And we went to this awesome fucking record store in Seattle. Legendary record store called Easy Street Records.
Oh, yeah. I've never heard of that place.
Oh, man. Amazing. It's like a restaurant and a fucking record store, but in the best possible way, like not in a douchey way. And turns out this was like a record store day release for this year, but it came out early, which is why I got out. Like, I was surprised, like, it's a record store day thing. Why do they have so many copies? But it was an early release. and it was the Cramps. Bad music for bad people. And it's on Ralph's most dreaded format, the colored vinyl. It's Goo Goo Muck Green.
Ew.
Goo Goo Muck Green. I love it. It sounded so good. So fucking good. And, hopefully next week my pick of the week will be the Winger, neon green vinyl I ordered for my wife. But I had so much fun with Sinzak. Oh, I got to talk about this. I don't know if any of you guys had listened to the new Decibel Geek episode.
Yes, I did. I just heard it 2 days ago.
Did he talk about our record store experience?
Not that I remember. It was the Satanic Panic episode.
Right. Okay, well, he said if it wasn't on that, it'd be on the next. But we walk in this record store. Like I said, fucking amazing. First thing when we walk in, what do they have? But old school cardboard cutout about this fucking tall for $51.50.
Ew.
Because they just did the fucking reissue. And I as soon as we walk in, I look at Sinzak, I'm like, you see that fucking shit? And he starts dying laughing. So we go in there and fucking amazing fucking restaurant, everything. We have breakfast and everything. It's fucking amazing. Then we're like, okay, now we're gonna go look at records. And they're playing some cool shit. Then what do you hear? Fucking Van Hagar. And they play the whole box because you could tell they're trying to sell it like it's a record promotion. They play the whole 5150, and then it's like the bonus disc, the fucking Live Without a Net fucking shit on vinyl. And I'm like, oh, what? It's just like torture. The whole experience. We're looking through this great fucking record store, but I'm just like, oh. And there's it's so big, it's 2 levels. And what's funny is I'm bitching about it, but then there's a guy who's upstairs. He's working the upstairs cash register, and I hear him on the phone with somebody. He goes, I'm sitting here at work, and somebody's trying to tell me there's only one way to rock. I think there's more than one way. This shit sucks. And this guy is he's probably in his 60s, and he's making fun of Sammy Hagar. So I started talking to him. I'm like, oh, this is horrible. He goes, I know. He goes, but the store owner, the first concert he ever saw was fucking Van Hagar on the 5150 tour. So he's all excited about this release. And when we went downstairs to check out, it's the owner, and I go, hey man, I go, I don't know if anybody told you. I go, but your speakers are kind of fucked up. He goes, what, upstairs? I go, yeah. I go, the only thing I've heard this last hour is fucking Sammy Hagar. And he's like, oh. But he was a good spirit about it. I mean, probably because I'm buying fucking music.
Yeah, but you bought 5150, don't lie.
Yeah. No, I did. Initially.
Nostalgia reasons, since you did it back in 86. Fag.
Yeah, no, I didn't buy it now. But no, I bought the Cramps, and it was we had a great fucking time at the record store. But Sinzak was just crying, laughing at my misery of them playing fucking horrible Sammy Hagar shit. It was a good time.
I saw the record store day this year. Nothing of interest except one thing, and I want it bad. Steve Wilson remix of On Parole by Motorhead.
Oh yeah.
I gotta get that, man.
I can't imagine that because I think of all the amazing mixes Steve Wilson has done, all the Black Sabbath shit that is fucking amazing. But then but Black Sabbath is way more musical than Motorhead. So I'm interested to hear like what he brings up.
Oh no, I'm sure it's good. But dude, I'm telling you right now, I think the greatest, and I just got this thanks to my friend Dennis Turney Jr. I think this is the best remix Steve Wilson's ever done.
Let's see it. Oh, the Aqualung one. Yeah, I have that. Oh, that's good.
40th anniversary.
Yep.
It brings the Steve Wilson remix, and it also brings the CD. I'm not an expert on Jethro Tull, but an extra CD of it's a whole album's worth of songs I never heard before. And
Yeah.
then it brings two DVDs that you play, and
Right.
it brings the Steve Wilson mix. It brings the
The 5.1. Yeah.
and the original mix, and believe it or not, it also brings Ian Wadley's mom's remix of Aqualung
Wow.
is on disc too.
But
This is
that's
godly.
cool.
And look at that. Look how cool that is with the book.
No, that is, and what I'll say about like, because there was a big thing like in the '90s, they're doing these remasters, or that they're re-releasing, and really all they're doing is making the shit louder. And what I love about all the stuff that Steve Wilson does, he's not changing anything. He's just bringing up shit in the. I mean, he's taking the original recordings, but he's bringing up like instruments that were lower in the original mix. There's like no new bullshit. It's not like it's re-recorded or anything like that. He's just giving an alternate take, like, hey, I'm going to raise the guitars in this, or, I'm going to add, this is something that got lowered in the mix. It's the original shit. It's just presented in a different way, almost like it's produced by a different person. You know what I mean? And that's what I love, especially with the Black Sabbath shit. He's done so good with. And I hope, man, fingers crossed, he is the one in charge when they do that with Born Again. Because I think he could really, I love the original sound of Born Again, even though it sounds like shit. I think he could really make it even fucking better, like the way they intended it when they recorded it. Big fan of Steve Wilson, not that big a fan of Porcupine Tree, the band that he's from, not my bag really, but what he does as a producer, fucking amazing.
I also want to show you something else I got from somebody different.
Okay.
J-Man, he bought me this. This is every Doors album
Ooh,
is on here.
nice.
And I played every one of them. And
Yeah.
I really liked LA1. I loved them all. I thought they were all great, but man, the first one I think's the best. The first
I
one.
I love the only one I'm kind of like on is Soft Parade, and there's a couple. I love the title track, and I love Hello, I Love You, but other than that, I don't really care for Soft Parade.
Yeah, I got to listen to it again. I just remember I listened to this whole box set throughout the week. I put on like two a day or one a day, and I enjoyed it all. I really did.
Yeah,
Really
no,
did.
Doors kick
'Cause
ass, man.
I've never been big into the Doors. I've always,
Yeah, I know you've said that when we reviewed them before. You said you were like a greatest hits kind of fan.
well, yeah, casual, but my favorite Doors song is not a hit. It's Crystal Ship. That's
Oh, love Crystal Ship.
that's not a popular song. And but yeah, Touch Me. I fucking love Touch Me. I love that
Yeah,
song. I love Lover Madly, People Are Strange. I love all those hits. I have on CD the best of the Doors. The one
right.
with Jim on the cover. It's a
Yeah,
double CD. I've always been that type of fan. And J-Man was like, dude, you really need to dive deep. I'm going to get you every Doors CD. I was like, I love
nice.
you, J-Man. And yeah, he got me that.
Oh yeah. All right. Well, now it's time to go into fan of the week. And fan of the week is somebody I want to add to this triple fucking extravaganza fucking episode we're going to do. What is it? It's like Judas Priest, whatever. I'll have to look at it again. Saxon, mate. Oh, was it Number of the Beast, Screaming for Vengeance, and something Saxon?
Yeah, it was
I can't remember now.
I think it was Strong Arm of the Law, Saxon. I think.
Okay. So, the person I want to have on this like triple album extravaganza is one of our biggest listeners of all time, and we've never had him on the show. Samuel Wetz. Let's get Samuel Wetz on the show for this triple fucking one, man. What a way to celebrate a guy that should have been on the show a long time ago. I'll reach out to him.
That's a true motherfucking fan.
Oh,
Not
yeah.
a Johnny come lately.
Oh yeah.
That guy stuck with us no matter what. Where other
Yep.
people left us because they're dickheads and they think
Yep.
we're bad people. We're actually they're the bad person. See, Samuel Wetz sees through everybody's bullshit and sees that me and you are both genuine good people. Me better than you, of course. And, other people don't see that, so they leave it. And that's cool. That's cool. I'm glad you all are gone. I don't give a fuck. But Sammy Wetz, I'm glad he's still here. Him,
Yep.
Eric RMCP, Edwin Canistracci, Mark Alden Taylor, whether you like it or not, that guy's
Jimmy
a
James
hard,
Schwartz.
but Mark Allen
Yeah.
Taylor's a hardcore listener. You got to give it to him. We goof on the guy, but that's a listener. Mark
Yeah.
Dowley, complete poser, but I love the guy. A lot of
Yeah.
people, man. A lot of people still stuck with us, still check us out, love us. So those are the hardcores. Those are the people. Mick Watkins. Those are the people that matter. The real RMCP army, the ones that are still there. You know what I mean? And Samuel Wetz, maybe that.
Justin Childers. You know.
I don't know if he still listens to it. I know he watches my channel. I know one thing, he watches my channel because he donates for me to do track by tracks now and then.
Nice.
But yeah, whatever. He's maybe look, all the people I mentioned, I think Sammy Wetz is the biggest out of all of them.
Yep. So we're gonna get Samuel Wetz on the next episode. It's gonna be in 2 weeks, but we're gonna do a triple track by track. Holy fuck, this is gonna be a hard one. But yeah, it's long overdue to have him on. So check that out. Coming in 2 weeks, right here on the Rock and Metal Combat Podcast.
Schmack 'em a gob.